Galabaloo.
Hey.
Beep, 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 beep. Something in the way.
Vengeance.
Something in the way.
Emo.
Yo. Emo. Yeah. This nigga's stupid. Yo, we are back. That is the world that we live in now, bro. The Batman is out. Tom Brady's playing football again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fucking Kyrie Irving literally just dropped 60 points just now. That just happened 10 minutes ago.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, 10 minutes ago, Kyrie Irving dropped 60 points.
Right.
That is where we are in the world.
Right.
Against the Orlando Magic. Just so you want to like, oh, when did they record this? Then. At that moment.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of things are happening, Baba. Aaron Rodgers just signed a big deal. Russell Wilson's in Denver. So many things have happened since they've seen me.
Deshaun Watson's going to be in a different place.
He is a rapist.
Yeah, and we're just, hey, he got away with it, so he can play some ball.
No, he didn't get it. No. He's not a rapist. Let me not say that. He is a guy who has 22 counts of sexual assault.
Yeah, legally, we have to say he's a guy who has 22 counts of sexual assault, and they all, what a coincidence.
Bro,
how crazy.
I remember one time my mom, and by one time, I mean exactly 22 times, my mom accused me of stealing cookies late night, but that bitch never proved it.
Yeah.
I'm not, and that smile wasn't me saying that I did steal cookies. Yeah. I don't know who was stealing cookies. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably fucking some terrorist.
Yeah, the cookies were probably lying about being stolen. You know how cookies are.
Bro,
always lying about being stolen and shopping constantly.
Cookie I've ever met, first off, looking like it wants to get eaten. I'm not saying I'm eating them, but I'm just saying every cookie I've ever seen wants to get eaten.
Yeah. Why are you wearing those chocolate chips?
Yeah, I'm also a fucking quarterback.
Right.
Mom, I was a fucking starting quarterback. So I'm not agreeing with anyone what anyone does. I'm just saying 22 accounts, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah.
You know what else? You know what? Hey, you know what matters more than 22 accounts of sexual assault? 22 touchdowns.
Yeah. Which Deshaun Watson could blow out of the water.
Because you're right. If the end of the season happened and your quarterback had like 22 touchdowns, 4 picks, like maybe 5-6 rushing touchdowns, you'd be like, oh, he's not like a great quarterback, but like, oh, I'll take that all day. He gets like, he's efficient as fuck. Like he doesn't fuck up.
Right.
Deshaun Watson is going to be a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I don't know, though. He hasn't played in a while, and psychologically,
he has the ability to be a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah, because we don't know where he's at psychologically.
Yes, we don't know where he's at
because everybody's just assuming he's going to come back being like on some Bill Cosby shit. Like, nothing happened. Right. But like maybe he's like, oh, man, emotionally and mentally drained.
Right. Because and this is going to be a really fucked up thing to say, but what if that was part of his process? On some like real shit.
Oh, like the reason that the Chiefs came back on him that one playoff game was because he didn't sexually assault somebody.
Yeah,
that day?
he was just like, maybe before this game I'll be clean, and then afterwards he was like,
this game I'll just get a massage.
Yeah,
a regular one.
Fuck, why did I do that?
Yeah, but wasn't he like going into massage parlors like broad daylight with appointments with like white people and then like pulling his dick out?
I don't know the stories. I just know, bro.
22 is a lot of, that's a big number. You know that's a big number.
I know.
Is 22 a big number or a little number?
No, 22. No. That,
if I gave you 22 of anything, you would be like, that's a lot.
No. Hey, I'm sure he did it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm like 100% sure never did it. What I'm trying to say is, I did like, bro, if you are a grown man, especially at the level that Deshaun Watson is, and you're just going to regular ass massage places doing that, you're an idiot, because massage parlors that will just do that for you are everywhere.
I think it worked. I think he went to a regular one, and I'm sure it worked normally sometimes. Obviously,
right?
Deshaun Watson. So I'm sure, and I'm gonna guess maybe even the first or second time it worked. Like he was like, whoa. That and like, bro, imagine that fantasy. Like, yo, I'm Deshaun Watson. I'm just gonna pull my dick out in front of this fucking regular person, see what happens. He does. She sucks it and fucks it. It's the greatest experience ever, right? I'm the man. You do it again. It works again. You maybe do it 3 or 4 times, 5. Maybe you do it 10 times and it works.
Yeah.
But at some point, it didn't work 22 times.
Right.
And I'm going to say this. All great hitters go through slumps.
I think he was getting like personal massage therapists too, like having them to come to their house.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm sure maybe it works sometimes. He is Deshaun Watson.
Yes.
There are hoes. We've met them.
Right. If I had to guess, that's probably how he probably like when he was younger, he was probably just asked girls for massages, and that was one of his moves. And then he realized, like, oh, that's like a fantasy for me now.
Or maybe he was molested or some shit.
Oh, he could have been.
Usually, guys who do sexual assault type things, there's some sexual history going on.
That's a fair point.
Because, bro, hey, you know how everybody does a sexual assault?
Right.
And if some reason, every time you find out someone who does, they always were touched. It's pretty like I'm gonna say this is fine. You tell me I'm wrong here. It's pretty like 97% of the time.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. He probably something probably bad really happened to him.
Or sexually weird. Just some weird shit, and then you become a great quarterback.
Yeah.
As all great artists.
Right.
As all great artists.
Right.
You usually are touched.
Right.
I don't know what happened to me. Do you know what happened to you?
Yeah. No, there's some memory blocks.
Yeah, bro. Tom Brady's back. I'm so excited, dog. You have no idea how much. That just, to me, bro.
Yeah.
He's everything. He is football.
Yeah.
And then to say, Will Compton had the best tweet ever.
Yeah, Will Compton was
the
great.
best tweet ever, bro. Of like, this nigga has 5 MVPs, 7 Super Bowl rings, 5 Super Bowl MVPs, no, 3 MVPs, 5 Super Bowl MVPs, 7 Super Bowl rings, like 14 All Pros, 11 first All Teams, and he's talking about unfinished business. Hey, Thanos, fucking calm down, dude.
Relax, dog.
My God, bro, is that not? I mean, that shit is just. He's the GOAT, bro.
Yeah,
and he's got unfinished. The NFL. Could you imagine every other quarterback that day?
Being like, oh man, I'm very curious as to what this past 2 months were like.
Yeah.
The decision to retire, then to come back.
With Tampa.
Well, he had to come back with Tampa.
But not try to finagle something.
Yeah, not try to finagle something. Yeah.
It's Tom Brady.
Yeah. It's very curious.
Yeah.
That's all. It's very interesting.
There's moves happening right now on like every other second. There's moves happening that are crazy.
Yeah. What's going? There's something like I don't know. This NFL free agency has been fun.
Oh, bro, it hasn't even started yet.
Yeah. Technically,
this is like pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's gonna get fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Because all these teams have that extra $25 million to spend. Did you know that? Like that.
No,
the cap increased this year.
Okay.
So that's why everybody's going crazy.
Okay.
Every team has an extra $25 million. Some teams already were like 40 or 50 million under the cap, and now they're 70 million under the cap.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh baby.
And I know the Jaguars are just overpaying for every mediocre receiver out there. Have you seen this?
They need Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
they need somebody around him.
But
none.
Here's the problem: they're overpaying for these not good receivers.
Yeah.
They overpaid for like a bunch of number 3s with a high number 2 upside.
They're hoping. You know what they're hoping for?
Yeah, one of them just breaks out of their shell and becomes a number 1.
Because it's somebody will. They always know. And then you're going to draft this year, and you'll draft something. You never know. You might draft some 5th rounder who ends up being next Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp was a 5th rounder.
Right. But
you know what I mean? But the odds of that, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right. The odds of that are what?
Yeah, like what Amari Cooper's with the Browns. Yo, you hear what he said?
Jarvis Landry's gone.
Yeah, but you hear what he said?
What?
The friction between him and Dak Prescott? Oh, bro, this is hilarious. Amari said that Dak Prescott told Dak Prescott that he was the black Kirk Cousins.
That's not real.
Yeah.
I saw that, but I thought it was a fake tweet. Are you serious? That was real?
Yeah.
Amari, you can't say that.
So funny.
You can't say that to your teammate because that is an insult.
That's a huge insult. So funny.
That's the shit you say when you're breaking up with somebody.
Yeah.
You can't say that with somebody you go play with next year.
Yeah.
If I say that to you, son, how you gonna want to? You gonna throw me the ball? I mean, not only gonna throw, but just every time you do, it's just gonna be like, bro, I hate this fucking guy.
Right. Who? So funny.
And now they're banking everything on Michael Gallup and CeeDee Lamb, and it's like, all right, Cowboys, you're fucked.
Well, I think CeeDee Lamb's. I think the reason why they got rid of Amari is I do think CeeDee Lamb can be a number 1 wide receiver.
Yo, everything's got to do it. So you got to do it.
Yeah, but I do think he showed because I had CeeDee Lamb on a couple fantasy teams, and bro, he was just putting up yards and touchdowns.
He did, but he didn't like. It wasn't like he's a top receiver, and by any stretch of the means.
No,
by any stretch of the imagination, he is that. If you go look at the top,
no,
he ain't even no close to that. And if you're the Cowboys, that is what you're trying to win a Super Bowl. You see what the Rams had to do to win?
Right.
Cooper Kupp went off.
Yeah, and there's just some badass receivers.
Deebo Samuel is a running back receiver.
Yeah, he carried us to the NFC Championship.
Do you think CeeD's that?
No.
That's what I'm saying. You're like, he's the number one receiver.
CeeD's not
but
Deebo
is he
or
carrying
Cooper.
his team?
No.
You need a receiver who can Cooper Kupp. Bro, Cooper Kupp got them to the NFC to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean to the NFC Championship.
Well, Cooper Kupp won him the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cooper. That's straight up. Cooper Cup won the Super Bowl.
So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Do you think CD is that? I do not think CD is that.
No, I mean it remains to be seen. I mean, I do think he's getting better and better. You know,
Can he carry a team?
This well, I mean, it does remain to be seen, but I do think he has number one potential for sure. For sure. I mean, what did Cooper Cup do his second? You know, this is CD's third year, going into his third year.
Yeah.
I think that's what this. I think we see the potential in this guy.
No, Cooper Cup's out of nowhere, but like, you know, the Devontae Adams and the DeAndre Hopkins and the
Right, but
and all these people who are just savages, you know.
Right, but all of them.
Jesus Christ.
It takes a little while for them to develop. What's going on?
Sam and Dulce just walked in, and Sam walked in with the biggest thing of Jameson. Sam, can you just bring that to the? Can you just bring it over here? Sam again talked while off camera. Sam again doing it again. Yeah. Look how big this thing is.
Jeez.
It's the size of you should go closer to look at his head. Okay, yeah, that's a better.
That's a good. Yeah, it's
oh
bigger
my
than my
God.
head. That's nuts.
No, I'm okay. That we're sponsored by Jameson.
Yeah.
But yeah, nigga, like.
Yeah, it remains to be seen. I think he possibly can be, and that's
Where y'all
that's what we'll put it there.
Oh, they're going to Target. But nigga, like, you know, I'm just lots going on. Real quick, because we'll stay on this all day. I'm super excited. Tom's back. Are you excited? Tom's back.
I'm excited. Tom's back, but also I'm like, I was interested to see what NFL post Tom Brady was gonna look like.
Who gives a fuck?
I was interested.
Do you appreciate what you're seeing?
Yeah, I know. I love Tom Brady.
No, what you're seeing.
What?
That you're seeing the greatest player to ever play this game. Mm-hmm. That's in your lifetime.
Right.
No one's gonna win this many Super Bowls again.
No, unless someone does.
They won't.
Unless someone does.
They won't. Bro, franchises can't.
Yeah, but some.
We are not appreciating.
Okay.
We saw Bill Russell in live time.
Right.
You know how no one's ever gonna get 11 rings.
Okay, that's true.
No one's gonna get this many Super Bowls, bro.
Right.
We just got to see this.
Right. Right.
Are we really, bro? Did you see the last 9 years of his career?
Yeah, it was insane. He had two separate Hall of Fame careers. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy.
That's why I'm like, yeah, of course I want to see what these future guys are. But this is my favorite thing, is that we're in the future of the NFL, right, with all these young quarterbacks. So they're awesome.
Right.
But even these niggas are like, fuck, this thing is...
He's still here. He's still here. He's still here.
This nigga still, he won't go away.
He's still here.
Bro, if you Patrick Mahomes, you like, son of a bruh,
Yeah.
go away.
Yeah. Oh, bro, I mean, if you're Patrick Mahomes, you're just like, you're looking around like, God damn.
No, but you take Tom out, Patrick's number one.
Right.
Right? If you take Tom away,
right,
who is the leading horseman of the young wave?
I think it goes Patrick 1, Josh Allen 2.
Fair, but who's one?
Patrick, for sure.
Because Aaron, we don't put Aaron with that.
No,
Aaron's
no.
older.
Yeah.
You can't. I know Aaron's.
How long? He signed a 4-year deal.
Yeah, and he's like 37 now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like
it's
even though Aaron feels
quarterbacks can play. Tom just opened the door for quarterbacks to play super long.
Well, Peyton too.
But Peyton wasn't 45.
Yeah, this is a whole nother. And then Russell said he wants to play like that.
Yeah, and Russell takes care of his body like that.
Yeah, and he's finally gonna have an O-line maybe.
Right.
What if? Remember last time he had one and he won a Super Bowl?
Yo, he didn't even have an O-line. He was just that O-line was bad. It was a bad O-line.
They had a great running back.
The great running back. Defense was great, and he was young enough. Like the problem with Russell and the Seahawks now is that Russell can't just do. Remember when he would just run back in the backfield and twirl around for like 30 yards,
and like a ballet dancer,
and then just throw the perfect ball.
Yeah,
he's too old to do that.
But maybe if you let him just pocket pass, he can destroy you.
yeah. That's the thing. He just never had the time.
What if you gave him a Drew Brees type line? Like a Drew Brees, you know what I mean?
Like, yeah.
Can he put up Drew Brees numbers? I think he can. I think he has maybe MVP season left in him, a couple of them.
I think he might as well. I think the Denver move is a good move for him, and thank God he's out of the Seahawks.
Well, yeah, you don't have to deal with that.
I don't have to deal with that. Oh, we have to deal with the feared Drew Lock.
And your biggest thing is going to just be Rams, obviously.
And
then Tom Brady.
And Cardinals.
Cardinals. I don't care about Kyler Murray, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about him. This is me. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Cardinal fans. I don't give a fuck about Kyler Murray right now.
I don't
believe in him. I don't see it.
Well, you know what he said? I think we've talked about this here, but what he said publicly in a press conference is he doesn't watch tape.
Yeah, I just don't see it, bro. something about him. He ain't consistent enough.
Well, if you don't do that, like, hey, like that
he's exciting.
It's exciting, but it's like if you don't watch tape, it's like, bro, you're not like you can be like if you're an extraordinarily gifted athlete like Kyler is, you can be the best just based on your physical tools alone in college. But in the pros, you got to have the mind game.
You have to.
You got to have the mind game.
That
it's impossible. There's so many people. Jamarcus Russell, all the physical tools, zero mind game.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
You can go forever and ever.
Yeah, the pros, you have to have the mind game. And
Matt Leinart.
Yeah, and if you're saying that you're not even watching tape, you don't got it, dude.
Yeah, because you have no chance against a Justin Herbert. You have no chance against a Joey Burrow. You have no chance against a Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
You have no chance against a fucking. These guys are coming.
Also, but yeah, I mean, not even that. Like, also, like those corners in college that couldn't cover that well, and you could just place the ball kind of easily. Like, bro, those corners in the NFL, they'll study you, and they'll find a way to beat you.
Well, also, you're dealing with like some of the best corners. You're gonna have to deal with fucking Tavon Diggs. You're gonna have to deal with Jalen Ramsey. Mm-hmm. You're gonna deal with niggas that are, you know what I mean?
Right.
Absolute savages.
Yeah. So it's like it is.
That's why I don't believe in Kyler Murray. That's my point.
Rams.
I think you guys are fine. Mm-hmm. You guys for y'all, it'll just all be what is Trey Lance?
What is Trey Lance?
That's y'all's whole thing.
That is everything. That is everything. What is Trey Lance?
So good luck with that. Mm-hmm. But NFC, bro, that boy won too.
Yeah, that's why I was
overlooking the mountain.
Yeah, it's like, oh God,
the goat, bro, the goat, man. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, he's too good at football.
He's so good at football.
He's too good at football. It's insane. So good
at football. I actually think about it as wild. That's just how good at football he is. There's a picture of. Did you see him? He went to something happened. So when he watched Cristiano Ronaldo, something happened.
Well, you saw them talking after, right? The conversation. He's like, "You finished?" And he goes, and it's like, "Oh, look at he just you know what else? You're watching Ronaldo and you're looking at your knees and you're like, man, I don't feel bad.
Yeah. You're watching Ronaldo, like the arguable GOAT of that sport.
Yeah.
Right. And you watch him put a hat trick up, and you're like, fuck, he did that in front of me. I gotta show. I gotta show out.
Because you know what else?
Yeah.
Competitive. I don't even think it's about. Because you're not even competitive. You're not competitive with anybody in football anymore, right?
No.
You've surpassed everyone in football. Literally, in the history of football,
yeah.
you've surpassed everyone. You've surpassed every franchise.
Right.
There's not a franchise that has 7 fucking rings.
Right.
So that you've surpassed everything in the sport of football.
Right.
You are now looking at Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And you're like,
he's still putting up a hat trick. I bet you if Ronaldo put up a shit game, I don't know if he comes back the next day.
Also, I think you're like, how many more Super Bowls do I have to win before I'm just the best at everything?
Oh, for the people who would say, because there's plenty of people in the world that would say Ronaldo's the best athlete in the world.
Yeah.
How many?
Or maybe Jordan's the greatest athlete of all time still.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
And I think he's like, how many more Super Bowls do I win
before I get in that conversation? You'd have to,
you have to be like, well, what about Tom Brady?
Yeah. Well, no. If you're like in India, you have to be like, well,
what about that Tom Brady guy?
Yeah.
To do Bill Russell numbers in our time, Baba.
I think
7 Super Bowls is already Bill Russell numbers in football.
Yeah, but because football is not an international sport, to get to that level everywhere, you got to win like 10, I think.
But if he does that, because remember, if he wins 10, we can't win 10. I mean, I don't know. Jesus, you think he can win 3 more? I think if he wins 1 more, it's like 8 is insane.
Yeah.
He wins 8 or 9, it's like
that's insane.
God.
But I'm talking about like, dude,
But no, because football's still getting bigger.
Yeah.
2 more years of just. Also, everything will be Tom Brady news.
Right.
Every single day will be Tom Brady mania in the NFL.
Right.
And then if he plays another year,
right,
it's more mania. And if he wins, and it's not just that, bro. It's just it's the forever talk about if let's say football finally does go universal,
right?
Everything will still only be about every comparison
will be Tom Brady
forever,
right?
And no one will match up to it because no one's gonna win 7 Super Bowls, bro. No one's gonna win 7. No one's gonna get close to 7. Not in our lifetime. You know why?
Not in our lifetime, no. Not in our lifetime.
So many fucking good players, dog.
Not in our lifetime, no. Not in our you don't get to see 2 of those.
No.
No, not in our lifetime. But,
we didn't get to see Bill Russell.
We didn't get to see Bill Russell, yeah. And a lot of people saw Bill Russell didn't get to see Jordan.
We get to see LeBron. Mm-hmm. But LeBron is like, LeBron's numbers are different. I mean, LeBron's just different, bro. I mean, he's about to break the fucking Kareem record.
Yeah. LeBron's different. But in terms of the number of finals gotten to is insane. It's the record. Not to say LeBron's is he's not like a GOAT or whatever.
4 and 6 yeah.
Yeah, 4 and 6 is crazy.
4 and 6 ain't 7 and 3.
Yeah, 4 and 6 isn't 6 and 0.
6 and 0.
Yeah.
But you know, so people give Tom, it's like, yeah, Tom has some 3 losses, nigga, but 7 and 3.
Yeah. Well, people look at LeBron differently if it was 6 and 4. If it was just flipped the other way around.
Yeah, you flip the other around. People, oh my, well, now you have to compare him to Jordan. Well, people will be like, oh, he's way better than Jordan.
Yeah.
Because he has 6 and he lost 4.
Yeah, and that also means he would have beaten one of the Kevin Durant Warriors teams, right?
No, let's say he just beat the Spurs. Let's say he beat the Spurs and he beat the Mavericks.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's just say just those two. Which, I mean, he has no chance against the Spurs. And then the Mavericks was just a, Dirk Nowitzki.
Yeah.
Got in that ass.
Yeah, he was like, oh, we're here to... Hey, I'm an all-time great, and I'm here to piss on your party.
I was arguing with some kids in Baltimore. It was so funny to let you know how because they were young. They was in college, right? And hanging out with Sam's brother's friends.
Yeah.
So we're hanging out with them. We go to this bar and they brought up that LeBron's final and they were like, man, LeBron choked. Because he was like, he lost to the Mavericks, but the Mavericks suck. And I go, hold on, bro. Did you watch the finals? He goes, no. I go, then you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Right.
I was like, yeah, they choked. The Mavericks did not suck.
No, Mavericks were great.
He goes, other than Dirk Nowitzki, who'd they have? I said, does it even fucking matter?
Right. The 04 Pistons won, and that was a great team. No Hall of Famers. It's about like what? It's like,
but I was like, because I didn't like that he said, other than Dirk's matter. I said, doesn't matter. I said, that dude carried his team to a fucking finals and won, and he dominated. Bro, do you remember how KD took over?
Yeah.
If you go, because I've rewatched the highlights of that Dirk one, bro, the game 4, like game 4
the
or 5.
comeback, the big comeback?
Where he just, KD coming down, three, coming down, whack, top of the key. Like, are you kidding? What? Yeah. He was like, oh, damn. He said, yeah, I guess Dirk is pretty great. I said, yeah, top 75 player of all time. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
like, bro, you didn't. He was like, oh, I didn't watch him. I was like, I know, dog.
Yeah.
I was like, if you watch Dirk, no one who's ever watched Dirk Nowitzki would ever
say like his team sucked ever. You're right.
You're out of your mind.
But there's
an age gap. We're getting older. We're getting older. That's what
they're adults now that had never really seen him. They're adults now that were kind of too young to really watch Dirk.
And when they watch Skip Bayless or Stephen A. Smith or whatever, they don't say how great Dirk was. They say LeBron choked.
Right.
And that's not fair to Dirk.
Right.
That's not fair to that Mavericks team.
Yeah, but sports media is all about the narrative of LeBron always gets more eyes than giving praise to Dirk.
And spun.
Yeah.
No matter what. If he wins, it's you weren't good enough, and if he loses, he choked. Not how dare Dirk Nowitzki maybe average 30 points in the finals. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, so much going on in basketball too. My Grizzlies are about to win. I'm so excited for sports. It's just a great time in sports.
Yeah. Tournament's about to start.
March Madness is literally about to start.
Our boys and girls are in it.
I know. Scary times.
Yeah.
Texas,
I'm actually this is the most invested I've ever been in a tournament.
Well, because our boys and girls are in it.
Our boys and girls are in it. So
Gonna follow our Longhorns. We got March Madness going on. You got the playoff run. The Lakers are about to be out of the playoffs.
Yeah, this is
completely out of the play-in.
Yeah, this is gonna be
hilarious.
Yeah.
Insane. Can't believe that's how much. And you know what's crazy? LeBron's averaging 30-something points a game.
Right. Well, I was reading about how
he dropped 30 last night, and they still lost by 20.
I was reading about how this ownership change, the new ownership of the Lakers or whatever, is like they just pretty much got saved by LeBron. Yeah. LeBron came in and,
won that title.
They were just going to suck for a long time. And you look at the moves they make and you're like, oh, yeah, you guys, if LeBron didn't will himself to L.A., you guys would have been bad.
Oh, you'd have been, Well, also, you'd have been dealing with whatever team he did decide to go to.
Well,
that would have been a good team.
You wouldn't have been dealing with that because you would have been in the basement. You don't have to worry about dealing with LeBron's team.
You're just getting your ass kicked.
Yeah, you have to be like, oh, who do we draft with this possible number one pick?
Because he'd have been like on the Bulls or some shit. You know what I mean? On some team where it's like, oh, damn.
Even wherever he stayed. If he never went to the Lakers, the Lakers would have never
look how good Cleveland is now, too, which would have been crazy that he saw that coming because now Cleveland has literally two All-Stars.
Yeah.
They have Darius Garland and Jared Allen.
Yeah.
No, you know what I mean? It's like, what?
That's a good team.
It's
funny that they're like good again when you would think they would suck, right? Because LeBron leaving is like a crater.
And they sucked for a second. They had to get those draft picks.
Yeah, but still, it's like they were able to put it together. The Kings haven't been able to put it together.
No, other teams that suck have not put it together.
The Hornets up until LaMelo definitely haven't been able to put it together. Magic haven't been able to put it together.
Thunder
haven't been able to put it together, but they were in the playoffs 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, in the bubble. Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were in the playoffs.
Chris Paul. Chris Paul willed them there.
Yeah, but
that was when we found out. That was when the Suns were like, oh.
Yeah.
Because that's what everyone in the NBA was like, oh, he's done. And then you watch that bubble playoffs, you're like, yo, Chris Paul still is. He still the best point guard in the league?
Yeah. And then yeah, there's just so many of these teams that they just can't put it together, and it's very interesting. That Cleveland was able to do it.
I know this much: the Nets are scary if they can play. Their only problem is COVID.
Yeah,
somehow.
Yo, here's also another fucked up rule. In New York, if you're not vaccinated, the home team player can't play, but the away team unvaccinated player can play.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, hey.
So that's the mayor just saying "fuck you" to Kyrie.
Hey, stop. And the mayor's like, well, there's not much we can do. Yeah, you could just say no.
No, he doesn't like. That's a "fuck you" to Kyrie. Whatever this ego trip is, it's literally between him and a basketball player.
Yeah, it's like
insane, dog. What a battle to choose.
What the fuck is happening?
And you know what they like to say too? They're like, "Oh, we have bigger things going on, like Ukraine." And it's like, no, New York. How much you want to bet? All that New York mayor thinks about is how much he hates the Nets. Fuck Kyrie Irving for challenge. Fuck Kyrie Irving for challenging him. Mm-hmm. Fuck, he doesn't like that this guy with this young black celebrity.
Well, no,
I'm being honest, bro. Hold on. I just don't think he likes this young black celebrity having this big of an opinion. Yeah, I don't think he liked that.
But this is the thing. This is a new mayor. He got elected like a couple months ago.
Look at his beef.
But it's and it's a young black mayor. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't.
You don't like that. Even this young black mayor, you don't like that he's saying things that I don't think you're supposed to say that.
But this is what I don't understand. You lifted the mask mandates. The vaccine mandates are pretty much lifted. So this
it's the fuck you to him. I genuinely think it's a personal beef.
With the New York mayor?
Yes.
One of the reasons why he got elected is he was toying with letting it go. That's the thing. This is so weird. This is weird. I don't know what this is.
I think he doesn't like Kyrie Irving.
I think it's
I think it's a personal. I think he does not like Kyrie Irving.
I think that's I don't think so. I just don't think so. I disagree on that.
People don't like that guy, man.
I know people don't like that guy, but I disagree on that.
Then what do you think it is? What's your reason?
Dude, I don't know. There's this COVID. The reaction to COVID in both directions was it created this weird mass psychosis. It really did. It really did. In both directions.
Yes.
It went
everyone lost their fucking mind.
Everyone lost their fucking minds, and everyone went in this one direction. So I think we're just dealing with that might just be this crazy mental side effect that is still existing.
Oh yeah, people are still walking around with a mask on.
People are still
In New Orleans, I told you this. In New Orleans, it was no mask, but you had to have a vaccine to go into any a gas station.
Right.
It was like what?
Right. So I think that's what it truly is. More than a fuck you to Kyrie. I think it's,
people have lost their minds on which way they feel.
Yeah, I think people have lost their minds, and then now that it's kind of over, it's pretty much over. And now that it's over, the ones that stick out are the ones that lost their minds in the overprotective way.
Ooh.
Because now the ones that lost their minds in the it never existed way, it's whatever now.
Yeah.
Because they're just out, and then they don't talk about it because it's actually done. But the ones that lost their minds in the we got to wear the double mask way are still having to get out of it. Damn. And that's what that is. Or I could be wrong.
Yo, we'll be right back. You fucking idiot. Hey, Bean Mafia. That's right. The Bean Mafia gang has stepped up. Spoil the beans. We're here. We got a real ad, baby. This is a real motherfucking ad. Manscaped. That's right. That's Manscaped. You heard me correct. Everyone out there who has been listening to this podcast forever, we got a real product backing us, supporting the Spoil the Beans lifestyle, supporting the Spoil the Beans movement. And you know what's nice is this product is actually the shit. I've never used Manscaped. I've never used Manscaped before. I'm not going to lie. This is the first time I ever used it. Holy shit. Not kidding. Holy shit. Holy shit. It's amazing. It is
top tier.
Top tier. Sam likes the new package.
I dig it.
It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm talking about my package. This is incredible. Your boy, I'm gaining girth. You gain girth. You gain length. Fellas, Manscaped. You're giving yourself inches, baby. And if Al Pacino didn't say anything, he said, life is a game of inches. You haven't seen this movie yet.
I was like, what? Any given Sunday. That?
Life's a game of inches. Nigga, Manscaped. That should be their fucking slogan. It's a game of inches. Life. Your penis. Manscaped. Dude, I love it. Spoil the beans. That is our promo code. Literally type in spoil the beans, get 20% off. Guys, let me go through how good this is. See this right here? You see this? This bad boy, excuse me, is the lawnmower. Lawnmower 4.0. Dude, I use this, shaved my balls in 10 minutes. Hadn't shaved in like half a year, probably. You know what I mean? Shaved, tire sack, 10 minutes. Unbelievable.
But you're not even nearly as hairy as I am. Hey, for the ladies who are listening to this, you can also use this to shave you. I'm a very hairy lady. I'm a kind of a fuzzy person. What?
She's a fuzzball, dog.
I'm a fuzzball. I'm like a tennis ball.
She's a fucking tennis ball.
I am a tennis ball up in here. And this is very handy, I will say.
Love it. The 4.0.
So
the
quick.
4.0.
Trimmed my fuzz.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, Manscaped, let me tell you something about the 4.0. They engineered the ultimate groin and body trimmer by focusing on intelligent functionality and incredible, comfortable grooming experience. Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to our advanced skin-safe technology. I now feel confident shaving my boys. That is true. I had no nicks.
I wasn't nervous at all.
Yeah, I had zero nicks. And I've shaved my balls plenty of times with other razors and other things like that. You know what I mean? And literally always a nick or two, which sucks because your balls, you don't want your balls bleeding all day.
Yeah, that's gross.
Because it's nonstop. A lot of blood down there. Yeah, so you just don't want that. You know what I mean? I didn't know this also. I'm one of the first people, me and you, Samantha, to try the new 4.0, and I am blown away by the performance. I literally am. It's phenomenal. It really is. This upgraded trimmer includes a multi-function on and off switch that can engage a travel lock. It really can. You can lock it if you need to. It also gives you the ability to turn the 400K LED spotlight on and off whenever needed for a precise shave.
I looked up how
Oh
to
my
do
God.
it.
The Lawnmower 4.0 even allows you to customize your trim through additional guard lengths with sizes 1 through 4, which is really nice. I didn't need the size length. I was going to go no trimmer, and Sam had helped me out here.
Yeah, we wanted to get a little bit of a fade going.
I wanted more of a fade. I didn't want a full ball, but I like the fade. Did I mention, this is very important, wireless charging. Look at this. This is wireless. This is charging right now, all right? Wireless charging, well, you got to plug it in, but it could be charging right now is my point.
It could be.
Wireless charging uses electromagnetic induction, which can help battery length last longer. Men, if you've been shaving with the same nut trimmer on your face, you've been doing it wrong. No person wants pubes in their mouth.
Yeah, you should have one for each.
One for each. Me and Sam both have one. It's fucking awesome. It's time to get your own ball and hair and body trimmer with Manscaped to make me time the best time and enhance your confidence with some nice, smooth boys. Get 20% off, free shipping with the code SPOILTHEBEANS. All one word, Spoil the Beans, all caps. Guys, it's the name of the pod, Spoil the Beans. Easy. Manscaped, use it. Yo, let me tell you this. These are some of the things that you get. Waterproof trimmer, reduces foot odor. I didn't know that, but this does reduce foot odor.
Really?
It does. The Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer helps reduce nicks, reduces the risk of ingrown hairs, and reduces the risk of grooming accidents. I stand by all those things 1,000%. This is not because they're the first brand to support us. I genuinely fuck with this. Mm-hmm. The nose trimmer, incredible. Got all my nose hairs out.
He's got a hairy nose. That's the one thing that is very hairy.
I'm not really a hairy guy. My balls a little bit, but my nose gets
But your nose needed.
I loved this. The crop preserver, the ball deodorant, genuinely found it refreshing on my testes.
You felt refreshed?
It added a little spice. You know, it really did. I wasn't mad about it. I really wasn't. The crop reviver, the ball toner, also felt good on my balls. I love this bag that they come with. This is just nice for, because I travel a lot.
The shed.
Is that what it's called?
That's what it says on here. The shed. It's
the travel bag. I travel a lot, so I've been using it on the road. Unbelievable. Unbelievable kit. Unbelievable package. I've been putting my other toiletries in this, but it's phenomenal. Dude, everything they sent us, I've been using. Every single thing. Sam uses them.
I did. I had to trim the fuzz.
Dude, if you're in a couple, get two. Get the 4.0 lawnmower. Unreal. Mm-hmm. Get the fucking, for fellas, if you got a hairy nose, get the weed whacker. 1,000% recommend the weed whacker if you got a hairy nose. Ball fucking deodorant, the crop preserver, unbelievable. The toner, unbelievable. God, the Lawnmower 4.0, seriously. I genuinely loved this product. It is so worth it. It's just, I I'm going to probably shave again in another week. Took me 10 minutes. Crop the area. More inches.
It took you less time than 10 minutes.
Did it? It felt so fast.
It was very fast. Maybe
was
like
quick.
2 songs.
It was 2 rap songs. So we're talking,
rap
maybe
songs?
6 minutes. Probably, yeah, right. 6 minutes if we're being all the way honest. 6 minutes. Your boy was fresh shaved up. We had incredible sex. Can I guarantee the great sex you'll have? I can't guarantee that. I can hope for it. I'll hope for it.
We can put that energy into
I'll
your
put that
future.
energy. If you use Spoil the Beans, Manscaped,
20%
promo code,
off.
20% off, plus free shipping, I will put that good energy if you're going to have good sex after you Manscaped. I'm going to put that out there on you.
That's free, man.
That's for you. Guys,
lady.
Spoil the Beans. The promo code's right here. Use it. Don't lose it. All right? 20% off. And Manscaped, thank you so much, man. You guys, this
Thank
was
you,
amazing.
Manscaped.
We really appreciate it. We love you guys. Thanks for supporting the Bean Mafia. And back to the movie. And we're gay. And back.
And we're gay and back.
Ehsan, how's comedy going, buddy?
Comedy's going well. I'm very happy with
Trying to
everything.
make it go bad for you.
I know you're trying. It's not working. Listen to the Dangerous Brown podcast.
God damn it, don't listen.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy with where I'm at in my career. I'm very happy with what I'm writing, the stuff I'm writing right now. I'm just happy with it all.
Yeah. And then the club's open. The club's been renovated.
The club's being renovated. Yeah, they're working on the club, and
The Rogan Club is at least, shit's happening.
Yes.
Shit is moving forward, baby.
Yes.
Yo.
It feels like things are in a general state of movement. You know what it feels like? It feels like the train is leaving the station right now, and it's like, oh, it's about to be a high fucking speed
Now
train.
but takes a second for a train to get going.
Right,
And that's okay.
right.
Patience is a good thing.
Yes. So
You know what I mean?
that's what I feel. I feel content. I feel very happy with comedy right now. More than content.
Well, I will make sure I ruin that in the near future.
All right.
If you're looking,
All right. Wouldn't be the first time.
if you're looking for your boy, Cleveland Beaners and Pittsburgh Beaners. I know we have a few because you guys hit me up. Pittsburgh all the time when me and Ehsan shit on your stupid fucking city.
Yeah, your dumb fucking city.
When we shit on your stupid fucking city, multiple times you guys have been
Right.
like, "Oh, bro, gotta come back to Pittsburgh." No,
Yeah.
I know. But guess what? I'm doing
Yeah.
it. So March 25th, I'll be in Cleveland. Cleveland Beaners, come out, show infamous tour. You better get tickets now. The show's gonna sell out. But I know there's still tickets available now.
Right.
So you better get those tickets because this episode comes out literally tomorrow.
Right.
So when you guys are hearing this, if you're in Cleveland, the infamous tour, get those tickets. And then Pittsburgh, I'll be there with Schulte. Get those tickets. Infamous tour. Andrew Schultz, just look it up. But.
And I'll also be in your stupid fucking city with Brian Simpson. So
Heyo!
look up the Short Wide Neck Tour on Brian Simpson's Instagram, and I will be featured
You don't have the
in
dates?
Pittsburgh. I can just look at it right now.
Yeah,
I think it's somewhere in October.
I'll keep shitting on their stupid city while you do that.
Yeah, okay.
Your city sucks.
Yeah, it's just-
so
it's
prove
just
to
so
me that
bad.
it's better because I am in my head coming back
Yeah.
with expectations of it will suck again.
Yeah. Hey, what's a yinzer, you dumb fucks?
What's a yinzer? Dude, just be a stupid, shitty Steelers fan.
Yeah.
You're already that. It's annoying as fuck.
September 29th to October 2nd.
So December 29th, October 2nd.
Yeah,
You
that's
shitty fucking Pittsburghians, come on out. You know we love you to death.
Yes.
And come show your stupid yinzer faces.
Yes.
You'll be there. What again? Say the dates
September
one more time.
29th to October 2nd.
With Brian Simpson.
With Brian Simpson.
So literally, Short Wide Neck Tour. Look that up. Brian Simpson.
BS
And with
Comedian
me,
on Instagram. He has
Just
all
the
the
Andrew Schultz dates. So yeah, and then Montreal. If you're any Montreal Beaners, I'll be there April 2nd on the infamous tour, and of course New York City. Any New York City, I know we got a lot of them. So New York City Bean Mafia. Me and Ehsan will be there hanging out. He won't be on the show, but he'll be hanging out with your boy. Radio City, April 16th. Get tickets. Bean Mafia. It's always nice because I bring you up in my set.
Yes.
And every city someone cheers. Even in Birmingham, people cheered.
Yeah.
Like 2 people. You know what I mean?
That's-
But it's
yeah,
always
that's good. That's good
and
enough.
bro, because it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, dog. It's
Yeah.
somebody who's like, fucking beans.
Yeah. Hey. If you see, whenever you see him and he says my name, cheer loud.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know that you're a part of the. It's cool to know that beans are there.
Yeah.
'Cause it's not like I'm gonna stop and but it is. It's just from us. It's our little.
Yeah,
It's our little code.
Yeah. That you're a bean.
And I know that there's a bean in the house.
Yeah.
Even in Radio City.
Yeah.
If you're in the back, nigga, let
Woo!
it loose.
Yeah.
That's the one time I'll say heckle. Yeah, dog. So yeah, come on out. God, everything in Austin's going up.
Yeah.
Going up daisies and roses and sunflowers.
No, nice.
That was a good pun. Oh, if you're listening, I guess most people are listening.
Yeah, there's flowers.
Literally,
on the table.
all our listeners only listen.
Yeah.
No one watches on YouTube. Fucking yeah, there's flowers on the table. Ehsan,
Yes.
you're back, baby.
Hey.
It's only been 45 minutes. You ready to hear a movie?
Yeah. Has it really been 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Close to it.
That's crazy.
Close enough.
Yeah.
My guy, I'm excited to tell you this movie because today's a special app.
Okay.
Haven't done one of these in a while, and it was time to do one again.
Is this a user requested app?
This is a paid for.
Oh, paid for. Okay.
This was paid for, and this one's special. This one is paid for by a top beaner. Should I say a top beanie? A woman. Her name is Rachel Simme,
Okay.
and she bought this episode for her husband.
Okay.
All right? This is for her husband. Mr. Simme, this is for you.
Right.
Your wife is the shit. She clearly loves you a lot because literally dedicated an episode of The Beans just for you and your guys' love. Also, she picked a dope fucking movie. Your wife picked a fucking awesome, sick-ass movie.
It's just an hour and a half movie about a terrible divorce. It's like,
Marriage Story. She picked
Marriage Story.
She's like dedicated
This
to
is
him.
my husband.
Rachel, you bitch.
Yeah.
Your wife picked the fucking awesome movie just for you. I'm assuming this is like one of y'all's favorites to watch. I love that because I love the energy. I can already tell you guys, I would hang out with you guys just from the movie you picked for your husband.
Okay.
And you wanted me to tell it to him.
Okay.
Because,
Me specifically?
No.
Okay.
But,
okay.
wanted me to tell it to somebody.
Yeah, right.
So it's like, you must be cool because you're like, oh, this is a good time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And the movie is Schindler's List.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh, a feel-good story.
So Rachel Simme and Mr. Simme, this is dedicated to you guys. We love you, Bean Mafia, and all the people who did pay for an episode. I'm gonna get to your shit. What do you think? I got nothing. As long as I don't die, the beans will never stop, baby.
Right.
The beans will never. Because people be like, "Oh, bro, why you still do this pod? Like, you don't put." It's like, bro, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
This is my dollop. This is my thing. That's just. It's the language I speak to the people who hear it.
Right.
And that's what it's for.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it'll grow when it grows. And then who cares? It's just for us.
Right.
It's for the Bean Mafia. You know what I mean? Who gives a fuck? And that's today's episode. All right, Ehsan, how do you want to hear this, buddy?
I think last time I guessed, so this time, like I'm in the theater.
Are you sure? Because I was really hoping you were gonna guess this. Actually, you know what?
fine.
You don't get to choose. Fuck you.
Okay.
It's my podcast.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll guess it. Okay. Well, I don't want. I can leave. I can leave.
You better not. I locked the door, and I locked the door from the outside, so we're both stuck in here.
Oh, that's horrifying, actually.
I fucking what's his name? Rorschach. You're locked in here with me.
Yeah.
That's a good movie, bro. Did you like Watchmen?
Yeah. I mean, the movie wasn't bad. I mean, it's just the book.
Of course, no. The book is the book.
Let's
not even go to how great. I'm talking about the movie.
Movie was good.
I like Rorschach.
Yeah, I mean, Rorschach is Rorschach. Book was book is like a must read. You got to read that book. And then the TV show was really good. The HBO show.
But the movie
Was good.
Have you watched it recently?
Oh, I watched it when I was in like.
It holds up.
early high school.
I still think it's. I think rewatching, I was like, this movie was even better than I think.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Interesting.
I think at the time when I saw it, I was too close to the book. Because the time between I read the book and the movie for us was very close.
Right.
Compared to other people who were older than us. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it was very close for us.
Right.
But that, that's an episode for another day that you won't be on.
No, I've seen it.
Baba.
Yes.
Can you tell me what you think happens in the fucking epic tale? There's no other way to describe this movie, Rachel, but as an epic tale. Ehsan, what do you think happens in Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story?
Oh. Finally get to do this one.
I told you, what a cool wife.
Yeah.
She picked a cool one.
Yeah. Well, I know this is a comedy. And
What? You don't know that?
Yeah, I do know that.
You don't know that?
Yeah, I do know that.
You don't know
Yes.
that?
Yes.
You can guess that.
No, well, it's a comedy, and it's just so it's basically just a parody of like the Johnny Cash movie, which I haven't seen. So
You want to know something even crazier?
What?
I have also not seen Walk the Line.
Oh, really? Interesting.
But we'll get into the movie. Go ahead. I'll let you go. This is your guess.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just the hilarious story of a young up and coming musician as he becomes a rock star and and then loses it all, only to really find out what was what he needed the whole time, which was a family.
And Will Ferrell pops out at some point.
Yeah, Will Ferrell pops up at some point. I think Don Cheadle's in it. I could be wrong about that, but yes, I mean, that's the guess. I mean, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely something I'm excited for.
Well, I'm not gonna tell it to you.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna tell you another movie.
Okay, that would be really funny if you did that to me.
Damn, I should have did that to you.
Yeah. Well, there's time.
Well, I know, but
Unless
now I
I
have to
kill
say
you.
this one because I don't have anything else
Yeah.
prepared.
Oh yeah, you don't.
If I had a whole other movie prepared, I would. Movie starts.
Okay.
Rachel and Mr. Simme.
Okay.
Hope you're fucking listening, you assholes. They don't even listen to this.
Oh, yeah, they're done. They quit. They quit listening.
They stopped listening to this.
Yeah, they stopped listening
That's
to this
even
pod.
funnier.
Yeah.
Crowd cheers.
Right.
Credits roll.
Mm-hmm.
Rock hard.
Mm-hmm.
The Dewey Cox story.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Cox. Mr. Cox. You see a guy looking for him backstage. Also, everyone in the movie you recognize, but some of the people, they're like, I don't know their names. They're just famous people that you've seen in like
in the time.
Anchorman and For
Right,
Your
right.
Virgin.
This came out
and
mid 2000s?
Yeah. So you're every famous person from that era of all those comedies, Knocked Up, and all those kind of comedies. They're all in this. So there's not a person in it you don't recognize.
Right.
All right, Mr. Cox. They're looking for him backstage, and then somebody finally finds him. Like, Mr. Cox, you go on in 2 minutes. And it's that classic shot of the Walk the Line cover, like him leaned on the wall, like kind of like a black and white silhouette, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you see Tim Meadows, not Don Cheadle,
Tim Meadows. Yeah.
He walks up and he's beside him and he goes, "Give him a second, son. Dewey Cox needs to think about his entire life before he plays." Yo,
that's fire.
right when I was like, oh, I forgot how funny this fucking movie is.
Such a great
this
line.
movie's really funny.
Yeah,
bro.
that's such a great line.
Bro, his whole life.
Yeah. What a funny. What a great line to make fun of brooding artists.
Bruh.
Perfect line to make fun of any artist that
And
brood.
flashback movies.
Yeah.
Because that's usually how they start.
Yeah.
So, Springberry, Alabama, 1946.
Right.
We see a young kid like Beethoven on the piano.
Right.
And then another kid looking at him, right, like an older brother. And he's like, wow. And the older brother goes, "Come on, Nate, let's go outside and play." And then a dad come in and he's like, "Yeah, Nate, go outside and play with your older brother. Can't practice all the time. I mean, you're already perfect." And he laughs, and he's like, "All right, you're right. Let's go play. Nothing bad's going to happen today."
Oh, my God.
So the kids go walking, and the one kid's talking about how long his life's going to be and all the things. He's like 9, bro. Yeah. And all the things he's going to do and accomplish.
Right.
And that the best part of life is being so young.
Right.
Cut to them like, getting chased by bulls and having fun,
right,
and catching rattlesnakes and throwing them back and forth,
yeah,
and playing chicken like full speed on horses.
Yeah.
And then finally he goes, "Hey brother, they're in a barn," and he throws like a knife at him, like a big knife, but it's in a sheath.
Right.
And he goes, "I challenge you to a duel." And the older brother's like, "No, come on, Nate. You know how Paul gets when we play with his machetes." He's like, "Come on guard." And they start pretending to play. And he's like, "You're going to meet your maker." And he slings it back and the sheath comes off.
Yeah.
And he slings it around. And he slices his brother in half.
Okay.
We're like 5 minutes in.
Yeah.
"Dewey, I've been halved." And then the older brother's like, "We should have listened to Paul." He's like, "Dewey, just in case I don't make it." This nigga is separated.
Yeah.
He's like, "You'd be double great for the both of us." "Oh, that's a lot of pressure, Nate."
Yeah.
Run and get Paul. You see the doctor come in.
Yeah.
Time passes.
Right.
The doctor comes out.
Yeah.
He's like, "I did everything I could, but this was the worst case of being cut in half I've ever seen. I wasn't able to reattach him."
Oh.
And the dad goes, "Speak English, doc." Yo, the mom, by the way, the ma is the mean mom from Harry Potter.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The mean auntie that's always in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's her.
Okay. Ooh, range.
Right? Mm-hmm. And she's like, "Oh no, my baby." Right? And then the dad gets up and he's like, "It's all your fault, Dewey Cox." And the mom's like, "Don't you say that, Paul. It's not his fault." He goes, "You're not half the boy your brother was. You're not even half of one of the halves your brother." You're not even one of the halves your brother is. He goes, "Paul, you saying I'm not 25% of Nate?" And the dad looks at him, bro, and he just goes, bro, I remember seeing this the first time, bro. This line, it's just so funny. I don't know why, But he just goes, wrong kid died.
That's what they always say in these types of movies, though.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Wrong kid died, bro.
Yeah.
The kid, the mom goes like, Ma. The kid goes, Ma. He runs up to the mom and he's like, Mom, I can't smell. She's like, what? He's like, I lost my sense of smell, Ma. She's like, oh, you gonna smell blind, son. So this is
making fun of Ray as well. Yeah, okay. Okay, but he can't smell.
No, all of this has also been Ray.
Okay,
Wait,
yeah.
you haven't seen Ray.
I haven't seen Ray.
Which makes this even better.
Right, so it's a combination of the two.
Oh, it's a combination of the two.
Okay. And maybe a third or just those two, you think?
And then the eras of the
Yeah,
time.
and like this type of movie.
Yes.
This something bad happens and the guy becomes a great artist movie.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he goes,
What Bohemian Rhapsody could have been if they didn't whitewash everything.
yeah, dived into Freddie Mercury being a fagito.
Yeah, I mean, sure. But,
A big fagito.
I mean,
Hola, Ovita.
yeah, and also, hey, band members that were like had influence over the movie, that's lame.
Yeah.
That they had to, because all the bad people were like portrayed as like these kind of good guys, and like they do that's
Well,
gay
yeah,
enough.
and like Freddie was like this kind of a bad guy, and it's like, bro, show me the monster,
Right.
show me you all, and you know, I mean, it wasn't a bad movie, it was a good movie, but it was a cookie cutter good movie,
Yeah.
and it won't be remembered in time.
No,
No,
no.
I can't smell.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
And she goes, all right, son, just run to the store and get me something. So he runs to the store, and when he runs to the store, he hears these two black men killing it on the blues, like
Right.
these two old, who are definitely legit old, like blues,
artists.
stars, yeah.
Yeah.
And he goes, man, that music is sad. It's the blues, boy. I want to play me some blues. Don't no 6-year-old know nothing about no blues. You know the guitar? No, but I'm a fast learner. So they give it to him, and he immediately is like, I done a bad thing.
Oh,
His voice
okay.
is like
Like
crazy.
amazing.
deep.
Yeah.
And they're looking at him. He's like, I done cut my brother in half.
Something to think about.
And then the old guys go, that boy's sad.
Yeah.
You know, and he sees like his younger brother, and his younger brother's like, you can do it. Be great, Dewey. End of scene. Springberry talent show, 1953.
Okay.
You see a mom looking for us backstage. The mom, Dewey, and then she finds him. It's John C. Reilly.
Right,
We
okay.
see our lead.
Okay.
It's also, he's supposed to be clearly like in high school.
Yeah, right.
But it's John
C. Reilly. That's so funny. Great choice.
So, right, and he's dressed like, you know, like how they would dress like in an old doo-wop band, you know, like
Right.
with the red sweaters and the white, you know what I mean?
Right.
And she's like, I'm so proud of you getting so far without a sense of smell. And he's like, I learned to use my ears, mama. And then the crowd's like, and the guy goes, and now welcome to the stage, Dewey Cox and the Dewey Cox 4.
Right.
And he walks out and he goes, hi, I'm Dewey Cox, and this song is called Take My Hand. And then the dad's watching and you just hear, wrong kid died.
Okay, that's great. That's great. That's why you find it funny, because you know it's going to be a callback to the whole thing.
I mean, bro, it's the most vicious thing you've ever heard.
Yeah.
And also the way, it's like quiet in the talent show. You just hear,
Oh,
wrong kid.
kid died, yeah.
Bro, man, 'cause all I'm seeing is I'm at the talent show.
Who made this movie? Who's?
You got your phone?
Yeah, it's like, what's it called? Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story, right? Hold on. Talk about how much Pittsburgh sucks while I do this.
Yo, Yinzer, more like a nigger.
Okay, well, you know what? You know what? This is the first time I'll officially apologize, Pittsburgh. You didn't deserve that. You didn't deserve that.
What do you mean?
You don't deserve to be called black people.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
That's some things
bunch
are
of
too.
Mike Tomlin's walking
Some
around.
things are too mean. Jack Kasdan was the director.
He's done some stuff.
Let's see. He did Bad Teacher,
Yeah, that's a big
Sex
comedy.
Tape,
That's a big
and
one.
both Jumanjis.
Wow. Yeah, he's done some
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
I genuinely like every movie you just said.
yeah. The I haven't seen.
You ever seen Sex Tape?
No.
No, I'm thinking of Sex Drive. My bad.
Sex Drive. I have seen.
That's a good one.
Yes.
But you've seen? Have you seen Bad Teacher?
I haven't seen Bad Teacher, but everyone talks good about it.
Yeah, and it did great in the box office. Which
Yeah.
makes no sense. It made like 500 million.
Yeah. So it
What?
must have been. So a movie like that. It must have been good.
Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, well, Cameron Diaz and people must have been like, "Oh, you got to see Bad Teacher."
Yeah, it's funny, pretty funny.
Yeah, because that movie was bad, no one would watch that.
Facts. That is how things work.
Yeah,
That is how things work.
For that movie, for sure.
You're
It's
1,000%
not like
right.
Batman vs Superman, where it's gonna make a bunch of money even if it was bad.
Because it sucked, and they get to make another one. It's like fuck y'all.
Yeah. It's not. Yeah,
New Batman's really good, though.
Cameron Diaz isn't Batman. She's not gonna. You know,
No, dog, she's pretty good, though.
Hey, if you want to talk about Hot Take City, Cameron Diaz isn't Batman.
That's pretty hot take because I kind of think she is. Also, Jussie Smollett's innocent.
Yeah.
He did nothing wrong, and guys, he's not suicidal.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's that's how you know when someone's not suicidal when they scream,
when no one asks.
When they scream, "I'm not suicidal" when they're found guilty of a crime. That's
Yeah.
pretty clear that they're not suicidal.
Yeah, he's innocent.
Yeah. Hey, give him extra shoelaces. It'll be fine.
No, I told Andrew, I was like, bro, no, that guy, bro. First off, he thinks he's the main character in this movie. He thinks he's Epstein, right? He wants to get Epstein. That's what he thinks.
No,
Like, that's why he said
yeah, he's setting up the Epstein.
But yo, I told Joseph, the only problem is, I was like, bro, he wants that so hard. The police would be so confused when he gets there. It's like, why is all his semen all over the ground? Like, as he get choked out, he would come everywhere.
Yeah. Oh man, he's gonna try to make it look like he got Epstein. The hate crime,
but it's gonna be hard to clean up all his semen everywhere.
Right. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, come on, Jesse."
Yo, you killed yourself, but you came also.
Yeah.
Okay, dude. Hi. I'm Dewey Cox.
But he was coming from all the attention he thinks he was gonna get. Not
Oh
even
my God,
not even
bro.
the choking.
Not even the choking.
Not even the
just
choking.
knowing how much attention he's gonna get.
Yeah.
Trending number 1 on Twitter. And he's not number 1 because Kendrick Lamar just happens to drop his album. That's what he thinks he's gonna die in trend number 1, but it just so happens to be the day Kendrick drops an album, so it's number 2.
Yeah. And Taylor Swift both at the same time.
It's number 3.
Yeah.
And Kanye Kim's like something else happens.
Yeah, something else
he's
happens.
number 4.
Yeah.
He doesn't realize, like, oh, bro.
Pete Davidson starts dating Hillary Clinton. Like it's like whoa, he's number 5.
LeBron rolled his ankle, number 6.
Yeah.
LeBron just rolled his ankle. That's it.
That's all it would take.
It would, bro. You think you're bigger? If you think your suicide, Jussie Smollett, is bigger than LeBron James rolling his ankle.
No.
You're fucking crazy.
Yeah, don't let him fuck around and tear an Achilles.
Oh, you mean the biggest? Twitter would explode.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, you're not even, bro. Tom Brady coming back is still bigger than your suicide.
Yeah.
It's like it was a week ago.
Yeah. And the Ukrainian president and Vladimir Putin make out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so you're like falling even lower.
And LL Cool J makes another funny TikTok. Dude, you're 13 at this point.
Things aren't looking good, Jesse.
Dude, LL Cool J has a funny TikTok sometimes. Back to the Dewey Cox.
Yeah.
And the Dewey Cox 4.
Right.
He walks out with his little band. He goes, "Hi, I'm Dewey Cox, and this song is called Take My Hand." Mm-hmm. Wrong kid died. That's where we were.
Okay.
Take my hand.
Okay.
Take my hand. We're going to walk through the park. And like everybody starts like standing up and like getting up and shit.
Right.
And girls start lusting over him.
Okay.
Like crazy.
Right.
Everyone's dancing.
Right.
And parents are like, "This is an outrage.
Yeah.
What is this devil music?"
Right.
And the preacher yells him, "This is the devil's music." And then like a little kid punches him.
Right.
And then the preacher, and then like everybody starts fighting. And while everybody's fighting, and he's singing, "Take my hand."
Yeah, just
he
a
looks
really
out.
nice song.
Oh yeah, sweet. Just about holding hands.
Yeah.
And we see Kristen Wiig out there.
Okay, Kristen Wiig.
That's our lead woman.
Okay, damn.
And she's like, you know what I mean? Just like, and he's making eye contact, and he points at her, right? Full fight going on. Everyone's fighting. Everyone's just fighting.
Love it.
The people are protesting outside his dad's barn. Mm-hmm. And the dad's like, "Well, that's it. I want you out my house." And he's like, "Why?" And the preacher goes, "Take my hand. You know who has hands, son? The devil. And he uses them for holding." And the mom's like, "Calm down, Paul, before you say something you regret." And the dad goes, "What? Like the wrong kid died?"
Yeah.
She goes, "Oh, no." And he goes, "Mama, don't worry about it. I'm moving out." She goes, "But Dewey, you're only 14. It's John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
She goes, "It's okay. I seen my path today, and I'm going to go make my masterpiece." And then the Kristen Wiig's like, "Can I come, Dewey?" And he's like, "Of course, Edith. You're my girlfriend. I pointed at you in the crowd."
Yeah.
She goes, "I'm Dewey's 12-year-old girlfriend." It's Kristen Wiig. Yeah. She goes, "I'm only going to support your dreams the rest of your life. And just know, and I'm going to watch you fly." And then the Paul goes, "Well, you get out of my house so I can," and you watch your dreams cut. You watch your dreams get cut in half like you cut mine.
Oh, my God.
Cut to, fast forward in the future, right? Mm-hmm. He's working at a black club, like a black like soul club. Everybody's dancing and shit. Right. We see Craig Robinson on stage, killing it.
Right.
All right, Daryl's on stage, killing it, bro. Mm-hmm. singing his ass off, club's rocking, you know. He goes, we go jump until mama and pa come home. We're like, yeah. Like, all right, thank you, I'll be back. My name's Bobby Shad, and these are the Bobby Shad and the Bad Man. We'll be right back. And everybody's like, Dewey's like watching and imitating him. Right. When he comes off stage, Dewey tries to talk to him and he like ignores him.
Right.
And Dewey's like, and the guy yells at him, Dewey, go mop the floor and you leave the talent alone. He's like, I'm sorry, boss. And he runs off, right?
Right.
Cut to him at home. He has like a kid. His wife's trying to feed the kid as he's like playing his music. And she's like, Dewey, will you shut that music up? And he's like, well, how am I going to practice if I don't play? Will you shut up about music? My father offered you a job at the slaughterhouse. You could just go make real money. He goes, that's not what I want, Edith. I want to be a musician. And she goes, ain't no musician ever made no money, Dewey.
Damn. 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 Damn.
He goes, do you not believe in me, Edith? She goes, no, it's not that, honey. I just know you're going to fail. I'm going to make this dream come true. Let me tell you something. And he grabs her. It's hard, Edith. It ain't easy to walk the mountain, but I plan on walking. I'm going to walk hard. Walk hard. He looks around.
Yeah.
Walk hard. Cut to that night, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you see the Bobby Shad dude, he hurt his hands.
Yeah.
And his voice has laryngitis, so he
Right.
can't play or sing.
Right.
He's like, come on, y'all. I can still do it. And they're like, no, we can't let you play. What are we going to do? I got nobody for the night. And the Dewey's like, excuse me, boss. I play a little. And they're like, boy, will you what? The crowd's going to eat you alive. I don't know. I watch Mr. Shad every night. I know all the songs. I know this is crazy, but I got no other choice. No, the owner goes, I know this is crazy, but I got no other choice. Right. We're putting this white boy up.
Right.
Cut to a packed house that night, right? Right before he's about to walk up, the black owner comes up. He goes, hey, just so you know. No, Tim Meadows comes up, and he's like, hey, just so you know, the suits from the record company just walked in. Mm-hmm. And you look out, and it's 3 Jewish dudes with, like, the big Jewish hats and the beards and the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
And, like, they're famous. So, like one of them's one of the dudes from the Ghostbusters and shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, whatever. You know, that dude, right, you know, from the Ghostbusters.
Oh.
Also directed a bunch of the great comedies.
Oh, fuck. We can just look this up easily.
No,
Harold
but that's
Ramos?
not fun.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harold Ramos.
Yeah, him. Sarah Raymond.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, nigga, every person in the movie is like a nigga like that, bro.
Right.
Because you were to watch, you'd be like, damn, Deric, you didn't say him. And I was like, bro, you know what I meant.
Yeah.
So he's like one of these Jews, though, right?
Right.
And which is also like, bro, they couldn't even make.
No,
they'd be scared to make fun of that. And these are Jewish people who made this movie, probably.
Right.
I'm sure in the writers' room.
Yeah, that's probably why they weren't afraid to make fun of that. At least that. But this. All right, so the suits are there.
Yeah, bro. And he's like, oh, no. And then Tim Meadows walks up and he's like, those Jews control show business, Dewey. Just lay it. He said, just make sure you lay it down like Shad. He's like, okay. And he walks up and the crowd's all looking at him. And he's like, hey, guys. Really white. Hey, guys. I'm Dewey Cox. Bobby Shad couldn't make it here tonight, so I'll do him. So I'll be doing his job for him. I hope you guys enjoy. And he stops and he goes, all right, y'all, the first song we gonna do. He goes, it's gonna be about, you know, when your woman be catching you and shit and catch your ass all 2-timing around town doing all kind of strange. And then your woman come up to you and she say, Negro, you get your ass up out of here. And everybody's like, motherfucker. And he's like, and then you gotta love your Negro man. You gotta love the Negro man. You gotta love the Negro man. And the crowd's like, goes crazy. Ape shit.
Yeah.
Right? The Jews are like, man, what you did, oh my God, we gotta make a recording with this guy. You know, I think you can make it to the big time.
Oh, does he steal a black man's song to get famous? Is that awesome?
No.
Okay.
That would have been funny, but that is not the direction they went.
Okay.
So cut to him in the studio, and he's singing that's Amore, but he's singing it like in a country, and they're like, oh my God, they hate it. And they're like, what the fuck is this shit? They're like, stop this. Like, none of this shit's gonna be in my studio. This sucks. You know, he goes, you're done. Like, get out of here. And he's like, well, maybe, sir, I can play one of my own songs. He goes, no, you failed. You know, he goes, I opened my doors to you because of these Jewish gentlemen. But your performance, honestly, has shaken my faith in their people. And Dewey goes, well, sir, please, let me restore your faith in Judaism. And one of the Jews was like, one more song. He's like, all right, just one more. Okay? I'll give you 15 seconds, but you better make it worth it. He goes, thank you, sir. And he looks at the band guy, like the guys in the band. He's like, they're like, Dewey, we don't know the song. He's like, just follow my lead. And he plays like that, walk the line like that.
Right. The
Walk
shots start like at his
hard.
hand.
Yeah.
And then zoom out.
Walk hard, down lines, rocky roads, walk bold, bold, hard. Bro, the song goes hard, hard. That's my creed, my code. I've been scored and slandered and ridiculed too. And he's like, but I still got a dream and I burn to live. I walk hard. And then like cut to the song, number 1 on the charts. Like the biggest song in the world. But the song does slap, bro.
Okay.
He's famous as fuck. Girls are going crazy. It's top of the pop charts. He buys a house. He buys a monkey. He has more kids. He's like he bought a giraffe. He's got like friends out for dinner.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he's like, while at dinner, like you hear the song playing and like more money piling up, and at the dinner, you hear him go, "Oh yeah, man, I was singing this song at the circus in New Jersey, and they were like, we're gonna give you $5,000." I said, "No, you won't. You gonna give me that goddamn giraffe." And everybody like laughs, and the giraffe keeps eating, but he's just like feeding
The
it.
giraffe, yeah.
And he's on tour. Right, he cuts to him. He's like, he's about to go on tour.
Right.
Like they announced he's got a big tour coming up, and the wife's like, "Give it up, Dewey. You're never gonna make it."
So funny.
And he's like, "Honey, my song's on the radio."
Yeah.
And then he's like, let me tell y'all something, honey. I'm gonna miss things. I'm gonna miss birthdays, Christmases. Hell, I'm gonna miss a couple births.
Yeah.
I can't have me expect me at every fucking one of your kids' wedding. At one of your kids' things. He's like, but you got the monkey, you got the house, you got the giraffe. How about I get you a crow that can talk and they'll say little phrases that I say, like, "What's up, honey? What's up for breakfast?" But it'll be a little crow talking.
Right.
So you stupid piece of shit.
Right.
Cut to him, bro. Big tour. He's out with like Elvis and shit. All right. And the Big Bopper's on stage performing, killing it. And he's like, "Man, how the fuck am I gonna follow that?" Right? And it's this little dude next to him, like I forget, it's Frankie Muniz, I think.
Okay.
And he's like, "Man, you're gonna do great, Dewey. Don't worry. If my name's not Buddy Holly." And he's like, "Thanks, Buddy Holly." And then right then Andy Bernard walks up, right?
Right.
And he's like, "All right, hey, just so you know, Elvis wants to go up a little earlier. So it's gonna go Big Hopper, Buddy Holly, Elvis, then you, Dewey." He's like, "What? I guess I'm just happy to be here."
Yeah.
So Elvis comes off stage and he's like, "Dang, Elvis, you didn't have to kill him so hard, man." And Elvis walks up. "Excuse me, man, what'd you say, man?" He goes, "Well, you didn't have to kill him so hard. I was joking around." He goes, "2 things you need to know, man. I'm the king. And look out, man." He's like, "That's karate, man. Only 2 people I know in the world, the Chinese and me. All right? And I'm me." "Look out, man." He walks off, right? Yeah. And then Dewey's like, "Yo, what the fuck was that guy talking about?" So he goes out and performs. He goes, "This is a song for my wife, Dewey Cox, Mrs. Dewey Cox. I have a perfect life. You are the perfect wife." All the women going crazy. Number 1 on the pop charts again.
Right.
Okay. He exits the stage. Girls going crazy. And he's like, "Man, the Phillies, they love you, Dewey. You got to get back out there." And he's like, "Oh, man, let me just go to the bathroom real quick." He's like, "This is crazy," right? He goes to the bathroom. He opens the door. Tim Meadows is in the bathroom with a bunch of girls.
Right.
All right. He's like, "Get out of here, Dewey." He's like, "What are y'all doing in here?" "We're smoking reefers, but you don't want none of this shit." He goes, "Oh, man, I've never done anything like that before. Anything crazy. I'm so, I haven't experienced anything yet."
Right.
He goes, "But I don't want to do it if it's going to give me a hangover." And Tim Meadows goes, "No, it doesn't give you hangovers." He goes, "Will I get addicted to it?" "No, it's not really habit forming." "Well, I don't want to overdose on it." "It's impossible to overdose on it." "Well, I don't want to have sex on it." "It makes sex better." "You don't want this shit, Dewey." And Dewey's like, "I think I kind of want it." He goes, "All right, well, just come on in." And the hot girl blows the weed in his face. Huge smile.
Okay.
Cut to him in his room. He's on his like at the phone with his wife, and there's just naked women all over the room.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's going through all the experiences very fast.
Right.
And he's got a bad bitch with him. And you see like Tim Meadows and all the other bandmates are in the room and they're fucking. You see like a dude walk up, dick out. Damn. You know what I mean? Like they show the dick and everything.
Yeah, this is around the time that they were like, oh, let's start showing dicks.
Yeah, dicks are funny.
Yeah, speaking of Watchmen too.
Yeah.
Watchmen was the first big like, oh, they're doing dicks now.
Yeah, they show like titties and that.
Yeah,
That's what
well,
made that
they always show titties in that. I'm talking about, I would say.
You talking about the show?
I'm talking about the movie.
Oh,
the movie they show titties too.
they show dick in the movie.
Yeah, Dr.
Oh
Manhattan's
yeah,
dick.
they show Dr. Manhattan's cock.
That's the first one that I was like, oh, we're doing dicks now.
That was awesome.
I mean, it was hilarious.
That was awesome. It was blue.
It was blue. It was blue, and it was huge because
Well,
he was
it's
like
Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah, he was like 70
feet
feet tall or whatever. So I was like, wow, that's a big ass dick.
I mean, let's you know how much of a slut that one girl was. Who was getting fucked by him. You know that slut?
Oh yeah, and then she cheated on him with the owl.
I said she was a slut.
Okay, well, relax. Yeah, relax.
So, so he's talking to his wife, and you know, and then he's like, "All right, honey, I gotta get to another city. I gotta let you go." She's like, "All right, honey, I miss you. I feel a distance between us." He goes, "I know, honey, but everything's fine. I'll call you in the next city." She goes, "All right, you're never gonna make it. Bye." Hangs up.
Yeah.
Cut to a knock on the door at the hotel. It's his pa. "What are you doing here, Pa?" Right there, you see a naked guy and a dick behind him. He's like, he's just looking. He's like, "It's about your mama, son. Is she okay? What happened?" And he goes, "Well," cut to you see like a flashback, and the Pa and the mom are, he's like, "We were ready and for bed, and your song came on the radio. Walk hard, hard, down line, rocky road." Bro, that shit go hard, dog.
Yeah.
And he goes, and then the Ma goes, "You see how talented your son is? You should be proud." And the Pa goes, "Well, I guess it is kind of catchy." And he gets up. He's like, "It makes you want to move, doesn't it?" And then he starts dancing with his wife, right? And he goes like, "You know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I've been hard on Dewey." And they keep on dancing, and then she gets twisted up, and she trips over the wires and falls out the window.
Yeah.
And like lands on her neck.
Right.
And he's like, "Honey," and she's like, "I'm okay, I'm okay." And then she stands up, and it pulls the radio down, and then the radio crushes her skull.
Okay. Damn.
And then and so he says that, and it cuts back to Dewey's face. He goes, "So you were dancing to my song?" And she fell out of a window, and then the radio crushed her skull. And he goes, "Yep, your music kills people, son." The dad's the funniest person.
Yeah, Dad's hilarious. Who plays the dad?
Us, dude, you recognize.
Okay.
And then he goes, "If Nate were alive, this never would have happened. You know that, right?" And he walks off. And then you hear, "Wrong kid died." So he's crying, bro. He comes back to his room, and he's destroying everything. Like he rips the sink out of the he rips the sink out of the bathroom, right? Well, he goes to another bathroom. Tim Meadows in there. "What are you doing in here?" And he's there with a bunch of bitches. He's like, "We're doing cocaine, Dewey. Get out of here. You don't want none of this shit." "Well, what's it do?" "It turns all your bad feelings into good feelings." "I want to try that cocaine." And he cuts to, right? And him rocking out on stage in rehearsal, and he's just like, and then like, so that, you know, he's getting high, he's coked up on stage, and he's going off on his friends. He's like, you know, they're like, "Yo, nobody's gonna listen to this music, Dewey." And he's like, "If you say another word, I'll punch you in the fucking mouth." Like he's just a hot fool.
Yeah.
And then right then you hear, "Mr. Cox?" And he turns around. It's Pam from The Office. "I heard you're looking for a backup singer." "Well, you heard right. I was thinking I could give it a try." "I reckon you could." She's like, "I've been singing in the church since I was a little girl. I'm Darlene." Cut to them on stage, right? Sold out theater. "Hey," like they're in one microphone. He's playing like a soft song. He's like, "Hey, Darlene." And she's like, "Hey, Mr. Cox. He goes first. In my dreams, you've been blowing me some kisses."
I think I've heard this. This
Yo,
is really
it's funny. And then she goes in, "That's one of my favorite things to do. You and I are going to go down in history. That's what I'm planning to do with you. Let's do it in ways that make us feel good. Let's do it." Cut to them kissing on stage, and then she smacks him, right? And then like you see like a long montage of them like going back and forth, but like not together yet. Back to them on stage. "I'm gonna beat off on my demons. That's what loving Jesus is all about." Yo, bro. So like, you see this nigga like hammering shit and like her sawing shit.
Okay.
And they looking at each other.
Okay.
They're talking, right? Darlene, these last few weeks have been wonderful. You understand me like no one ever has. Mm-hmm. And he looks over in a barn and then he sees a machete and it snaps him out of the dream, right? And he's like, ah! She's like, what's going on? He's like, I got a lot of pain in me, Darlene. And then she goes, I understand. He goes, no, you could never. She goes, just try me. He goes, have you ever accidentally killed or hurt someone with a machete? And she goes, no. Oh my God. He goes, yeah, me either. How terrible would that be? She was like, it'll be awful.
Oh my God.
Right? Cut to him singing another hit song, right? It's just called Darlene.
Right.
And it's like, I'm in love with you, having fun with you, my Darlene. You know, just all about Darlene, right?
Right.
Cut to them on the bus on top of each other. And she tells him how she wants a penis in her vagina every night. And he goes, we better get some sleep. And she's like, you know what? I love that we're not giving in to our lesser desires. I mean, we're not even married. Cut to, they're getting married.
Oh, damn.
I don't know if you remember earlier in the movie.
Yes, he's already married.
Which seems to be a problem celebrities have.
Yes.
Kim. That's who signed him on. Like, what? You're going to choose Skeet's side?
Yeah. Skeet side.
You're going to choose Skeet?
Oh, God damn, dude.
I know you've been keeping up with that way more than you can, Crane. Right?
I mean, in all honesty, probably each about the same amount.
And which is more important?
I mean, Kanye, Kim, Skeet makes me happy.
It also affects the gas prices more, like,
Yeah.
directly?
Yeah. It's it turns out a celebrity love triangle is way more entertaining than a city being sieged.
Way more.
Yeah, it turns out way more. It's
Like,
not even
not
close.
even
Not even
close
close
to the ratings.
Not even close.
If I want to watch War, I'll just pull on TikTok.
Yeah, but it's like it's a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
It's like every day there's something new. There's be going back and forth with it on Twitter. They're going back into, you know.
It's all, it's so unbelievable that it's almost like this isn't real.
Yeah, the daughter has a TikTok.
What's going on?
Yeah, which is like that's its own like can of worms.
No, but I saw Schultz had a great point. He said, or was it Alkosh? One of them said, how could you this woman throughout her whole family has lived online in front of the people. That's been their whole thing.
Right.
Why would you expect them to be any different with their children?
Right.
Like why wouldn't they teach them if a model works? You're gonna teach it to your kids.
Right.
Like look at your parents. Your parents are doctors, scientists, right?
Right.
Why wouldn't they want you to be a doctor?
Yeah.
If your dad's a football player, he's gonna want you to play football.
Right.
Might not force it on you, but he's gonna encourage you to play football. They live their life through a fucking reality show, through the reality of celebrity guys. You're gonna put that on your kids. I'm like, hey, if I get you on TikTok now, DJ Khaled's kid. We talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
If I get you on Instagram now and you already now have 1 million trillion followers when you get older.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can live your life. This is how we exist.
Yeah.
You're pretty much setting yourself almost on some royal family shit.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. Cut to 10 years now. DJ's Khaled kid is covering his walls with plastic bags while the hooker he's about to
Calling
kill.
himself Riddler Khaled.
Yeah. As the fucking poor lady he's about to kill because that's the only way he can feel like nobody's watching him. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is, I don't know where it leads to, but some dark shit.
We the best.
Yeah.
Serial killers. Yeah. Still the same attitude as his dad. Yeah. Sam said another one. God damn it, off camera, but it was funny. Yeah. What did y'all get at Target? The girls just walked in. They have Target bags. They're speaking off camera. I don't know why they're doing this. I don't know why they're doing this.
Come. Speak. Okay.
Oh, yeah, Dulce's here, everybody. You guys, I don't know if you guys remember Dulce. I told her Jerry Maguire.
Hello, they
can't see you.
remember.
You have to bend down, Dulce.
Oh, hi.
They remember?
Yeah. I got kombucha, socks, a plate, a cup, and some cookie M&Ms I've never seen before. So.
Dude, she's a real winner.
Wait, some cookie M&Ms? What does this mean exactly?
Can never bring up chocolate in front of Ehsan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Son's a little fucking sweet.
You're right. I've never
baby
seen that
boy.
before.
Right?
Oh, Sam's also here.
SD cards.
How many did you get?
2.
That's fine.
I'll order more.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
And water filters.
Yeah, we got water filters. Oh, put that in the water now. Yeah. Hell yeah. Also, can you make me a drink?
All right.
Also, suck my. Ehsan said that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you
was
said
me.
that
Yeah, it was
to my
definitely
girl?
that definitely was me. You know me, always getting in wacky situations.
Yo.
That's
Who
what
is that?
Yeah.
What sitcom is
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
dude?
Yeah, you know me. Da 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 da. We'll be
Like
back.
the situation is so serious.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of, you know me.
Like your mom gets cancer, and it's like, this isn't a wacky situation, bro. You're like, this is woo. You squirt like water coming out of your fucking flower tie.
My nose spins or whatever. My fake nose starts spinning. Bow tie.
This children's death. It's like, bro, my God. School. So Dewey walks up to his girl. They just got married, you know, Pam, and he's like, I'm ready for sex. She's like, I've been waiting for this so long, Dewey, since I laid eyes on you. And he walks over and he starts licking on her feet. And then you hear from behind him, surprise, Dewey, it's your wife, Edith. I come to surprise you. And he walks in the room.
Yeah.
And then Pam's like, who are you? She's like, I'm his wife. Who are you? And then she's like, you're his wife. She's like, yeah, we have children together. And then he looks at his wife. He goes, it's not what it's looked like. It's not what it's looked like. She's like, oh, it's not what it's looked like? And then Pam goes, what do you mean, Dewey? And he looks at her and he goes, it's not what it looks like. And then Kristen Wiig goes, well, it's got to be what it looks like to one of us.
Yeah.
And she goes, I'm leaving you, Dewey. I'll see you in court. And then she runs off, right? And he looks at Pam and he's like, well, she's gone now. And she's like, I'm leaving too. He's like, Darlene, don't go. And she storms off.
Right.
Edith. And he cuts to him and he's running and he's catching Edith. And he's like, Edith, I never meant to harm you. I'm sorry. And she's packing up all the kids. It's like 15 kids, bro.
Right.
Like every time you see him, he has more kids.
More kids. Okay.
Okay. And then she's like, he's like, it's lonely on the road. You know I can't be alone. And then she's like, so what, you gonna get double married? He goes, don't you judge me like I'm some criminal. She goes, you are a criminal, Dewey. It's illegal to do that. He goes, but what about if you're famous? He goes, you done stuff to me, Dewey, and I can't forgive you. Mm-hmm. And then he goes, well, you done stuff to me too. She goes, what did I ever do to you? He goes, remember that one time you woke up in the middle of the night and you drank all the milk, and the next morning I had no milk for my cornflakes? He goes, but whatever. I guess I'm the fucking bad guy. And he goes, and she goes, you are, Dewey. You're guilty and you know it. He's like, yeah, I'm guilty. Guilty is charged. Guilty is charged.
Oh, so fucking
and she
funny.
goes, don't you dare write a song right now, Dewey. He's like looking up. And then she goes, I'm taking our children. And she goes, come on. And she grabs all the girls. And she goes, and I'm taking Miles. Come on, Miles. And she grabs the monkey's hand. He goes, don't you dare think you're taking Miles. And she goes, what? What about the children? He goes, you can have the children. You leave me my monkey. So she leaves him. And then she runs off and he's like, don't leave. And he thinks about it. He's like, don't leave, Edith. She drives off. Don't leave. And then she goes, don't leave, Edith. And like right, she's about to drive off. She's like, that sounds like a new title for your new song. And she drives off, and he starts crying, and he's like, that's not a bad title. Don't leave. Cut to, he's destroying his house, pulling out all the sinks.
Right. Okay, that's his thing. He pulls out the sinks. Okay, that's good to know.
And he's yelling at the monkey, right? And he's blaming him for all the problems.
Right, of
All
course.
you do is eat fruit. This is your fault.
That's fair.
He goes to the bathroom, and he opens up the bathroom door. Tim Meadows is there.
Oh my God.
What are you doing in here? We're doing pills, Dewey. Uppers and downers. You don't want this shit. And he just jumps right in, right?
Right.
Cut to him on stage. I don't give a damn what anyone thinks. I stay up all night and I smoke and I drink. And he's like all evil looking.
Right.
You know, he's like, you wanted man and I'm blowing town. Waste your time hunting me down. Cops saying they're going to put me behind bars. I'm guilty as charged.
Right.
Guilty as charged. Bro,
Yeah.
they're all fired, dog.
Yeah.
Right? And it's a montage of him being fucked up on stage and fucking women and just being
Not
crazy.
caring, yeah.
Just like being a rock star now. He's walking. It's like while the song's like he's walking with his band, and he looks at his bandmate Dave, and he's like, "Dave, let's switch girls. I like your girl better." He goes, "Well, Dewey, this is my wife. You've met her." He goes, "Oh yeah, it's nice to see you again. Let's switch." And he grabs her, and she just takes off with him.
Damn.
And he's like, back to him, guilty as charged. Right? He just doesn't
Damn.
give a fuck.
Right.
He's out in the street. He's buying drugs. He gets arrested for it.
Okay.
It's all over the news.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. He gets a visitor in jail. It's the Jewish dude, and he goes, he says, I'm sorry, to tell you this, but like, there's only one way to get you out of here. You're gonna have to go to rehab. Rehab. So we see him in rehab, and he's freaking out, right? And he's like, I'm cold. I'm cold. And they're like, we need more blankets.
Yeah.
I'm hot. Oh, I'm so hot. We need fewer blankets. He's like, I'm hot. I'm cold. We need fewer blankets and more blankets. Right? You see his friends come see him.
Yeah.
His wife.
Which wife?
He's one of his friends. One of his friends says, the one whose wife he fucked goes, Dewey, my wife sends her love. You fucking asshole. And then you see his dad. Can you hear me, son? The wrong kid died. You see Darlene visit, and he finally comes to, right? She's like, you ready to come home, Dewey? He's like, yes, Darlene. Right? And he goes, she goes, I'm sorry, I left you, but I just didn't want to be a home wrecker. He goes, I'm a new man, Darlene. Prison and rehab has changed me. Cut to them fucking hard as shit, right? Like they're not even fucking, bro. She's like kneeing him in the nuts and punching him.
Okay, yeah,
He's like
that's
choking the shit
yeah,
out of
that's
him.
not
He's
fucking.
like,
Yeah.
It's not fucking.
Yeah, some good old Christian sex.
Just fighting, bro. Berkeley, California, 1966.
Okay.
Everyone's dressed up like a hippie now.
Okay.
All right. They say, like, somebody's talking. They're like, where's Dewey? He's like, oh, he's inside talking to Charlie Manson. Like, you know what I mean? So Dewey, he's inside and he's talking of all the injustice in the world and how he's sick of it. And he goes, I need to think about things like all the women and the midgets. Somebody's got to stand up for him. And he's like, it's 1966 for Christ's sakes, Darlene. He goes, there's something happening here. And I have to help people with my music. Cut to, he's in an interview, right? And then somebody goes, Mr. Cox, what do you have to say about everyone saying all your music sounds like Bob Dylan now? He goes, what? Oh, my shit sounds like Bob Dylan. You ever thought maybe his shit sounds like me? You ever thought of that? Cut to him singing. He's like, lamppost with a twisted birth and canal and the Bobby D when I do it. And he's got like shit. He's like, I'm the flying monkey man with a Gulen in my hand.
It does seem like
That's so funny.
Yeah, that is. It does seem like if you're Bob Dylan, all you have to do is think the words mean something, and they mean something. And that's an incredible skill all in of its own.
What the fuck is that nigga ever talking about?
Ever talking about?
And the times they are changing.
Remember?
I run around my room with a bucket and a broom. It's like, the fuck are you talking about?
But the fact that he believes it makes you be like, oh, it's true. Yeah. That's his skill. That's his like incredible artistry. Is that he can just say words.
Bro, one of the things he goes, the mouse with the overbite explaining itself to the rabbits.
That's rude. Yeah. Remember that one time? We were
Did you make me a drink?
I forgot it.
Yeah. Remember the one time?
That was the sand, by the way, not to a sound.
Remember that one time we were
No, I
walking
don't remember.
down- No, remember that one time? Remember that one time? You remember that
Oh,
one
God,
time?
oh, no.
You remember that one
Oh, no,
time?
be
You remember
mafia.
that one time?
We'll be right
Do you
back.
remember?
There's no other commercial.
Yeah.
Wait, there's no other commercial.
Yeah. We were walking down.
Hayden, Maine, weed. Hayden, Maine. That's my boy. Hayden from Maine. Happy Canary weed. I smoked it. I'm high. Make sure you smoke it too. That's an ad. Darren Bates. Best podcast in the game, The Raw Room. Literally, they just had the coach for Bruce Pearl on for Auburn. You know, the number 2 team in the basketball fucking country in the SEC. Hello, bing bong, ding dong, Darren Bates at Westland Sun _56 on Instagram. Go follow him, show him some love right now. You sons of bitches, Bean Mafia, Darren Bates. Let's go.
So you remember that one time?
Yes.
We were walking down to the store. We had parked. We were going to our shifts. And we were talking about how
Bob Dylan, and we were listening to that song. Of course I remember.
And we were talking about how great everything's going. And then on the way down, we were like, the times they are a-changing. And then Brody died.
Yeah, then Brody died, and then really bad things kept happening, and then COVID happened. And the times they are changing.
If you're soon to be first, you'll then be last. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, damn.
And coming around the back when I'm cutting the grass. And it's like, bro, what does that, what?
Oh, God.
So, cut to him, like, just, doing other, like, they're like, what about you sounding just like everyone else's protest songs? I don't sound like anyone's protest songs. Let me hold you, little man. And it's just all midgets. As the parade goes by, I know that you just want to see a parade before you die. You see, like, little people holding signs. Let me hold you, midget man. They go, Mr. Cox, why are you going to India? I need to meditate. That's why I'm going. I need it, and I'm sure India needs a little bit of me.
Right.
Cut to this nigga's in India, right? and you see Jack Black, Paul Rudd.
Oh damn.
What's the dude from Jeepers Creepers? The main guy. He had a great run in Hollywood.
Justin Long.
Justin Long.
Yeah.
They're the Beatles.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Jack Black is Paul.
Right.
Paul Rudd is John.
Right.
And George is Justin Long, and then another famous guy. You'd recognize the other guy too.
Okay.
Immediately, I just don't know his name.
Okay.
And he's Ringo.
Okay.
All right. And they're like, just so you know, Dewey, with meditation, there are no limits to what we can imagine. And then he's the George Harrison dude's like complaining like, nobody really likes me. I just kind of play songs and nobody really cares about what I think, And then Jack Black's like, I'm Paul. I'm the leader of the Beatles. Bro, Jack Black is so fucking funny. Just everything he does, his energy.
Yeah, he's really great.
He's very Jim Carrey-esque. In that, I mean, like how good he can get high, how good he can be doing high energy funny.
Right, yeah.
That's hard to
He
do.
can be incredibly high energy.
And be very funny. You know what I mean? That's very hard to do. Where do you put him in your pantheon of great comedic actors?
That's a good question.
Because we did Shallow Hal and we were talking about it. We were like, man, how much he can carry a movie is not talked about. You've seen School of Rock, right?
Yeah.
Like how much he can just carry a comedy with a simple premise.
Also, his longevity is something to be admired too.
He's the funniest in the Jumanji movies by far.
Yeah, he's what makes it
He steals it.
Yeah.
Every scene he's in, you're just like, fuck, this nigga's funny.
Yeah, he's really funny.
And then of course Tropic Thunder.
I mean, he's definitely in the I think he might be in the Will Ferrell, that category.
Will Ferrell is in the Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey. Those are Eddie Murphy. To me, Eddie Murphy is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Just because of longevity and how long that run was. That run was some people still consider it's going. I didn't think Black Dynamite was that great, but some people are like, it's still going.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Adam Sandler. He hasn't done a great comedy in a while.
No, it's been a minute.
Jim Carrey, same way. I mean, all these Will Ferrell, all these guys' runs were
pretty great.
I think
you
put Jack Black right up there with him.
I think Jack Black is in that zone.
Robin Williams, these people.
Yeah. Robin Williams.
Well, you got to put Robin with Eddie and I can't say Robin's. But
absolutely.
And then of course Steve Martin as well. I would say the pantheon of like the all-time comedic actors.
Right.
Oh, Bill Murray.
Yes.
Because I don't even like Bill Murray, but I can't. I'm sure people are saying him.
Right. I feel like out of all the ones we mentioned, Robin, Bill, and Eddie can do the serious side of acting really well too.
You didn't say Jim.
Oh, Jim can as well, but Jim gets Jim can as well. Yeah, I put Jim in that category.
You ever seen Requiem for a Dream?
No, but also like Truman Show is very serious.
But you've never seen Requiem for a Dream?
No.
That's a great one. That's
I think you're
legit.
talking about Spotless Internal Sunshine.
Yes, exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
My nigga got my back. Have you seen Requiem for a Dream?
I haven't seen either of them.
Okay,
but I know Jim Carrey's on that one.
But Eternal Sunshine, that's one. Eternal Sunshine, Spot of Mine is an unbelievable movie.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one.
And then also Adam Sandler, Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems. Oh, right.
That is a thrill ride of anxiety.
Yeah, and then that one scene in Click is like, what the fuck?
Chill out, Adam.
Yeah.
all of our dads died. We don't need to fucking cry about it now.
Yeah, what the fuck? That was the first like, oh my god, this is insane.
He's unbelievable.
Will Smith is too.
Yeah, but Will
he hasn't
Smith's
done
a
it
great
recently.
comedic actor, but Will Smith is also an act. Will Smith to me is like Tom Cruise or fucking
Right, okay, I see what you're
Brad
saying.
Pitt. Because like Brad Pitt's funny.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like,
he's not yeah.
I mean, well, we're talking about people who, here's a small premise. You're a guy who
You're
can
a
hit
pet detective.
You're a pet detective. You're a guy who can hit a golf ball really far.
Yeah.
Go make a whole movie about it.
Right.
Yeah, you're a pet detective. You're Will Ferrell. You're an anchor man.
Yeah.
Like that is another level of.
Right.
You're a teacher who's teaching them how to play rock music.
Yeah, you're a substitute teacher.
And that's the whole movie, my nigga.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Black does not get enough credit for because I think as comedic. Now you tell me if I'm wrong here. I think he's at the bottom of that list, but he's on it. Does that make sense? Because I wouldn't put him above Eddie or Robin or Jim or Adam or Will.
No.
I'm not putting him above those people, but he is right below those people.
Yeah, I would say he's on that level. I would say so.
That's a Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
So you like,
well, it's more of a Mount Olympus. It's a Hall of Gods. A Mount Rushmore's 4 people.
You're right. That's it. That's something. You know what? We got to start saying Mount Rushmore and start saying
Mount Olympus. We gotta say this is what's
that's our new thing.
Yeah, that's our new thing.
Mount
Oh my
Olympus,
God,
bro.
it's a Mount-
I'm
he's
not
on the-
saying Mount Rushmore no more.
Yeah, he's on the Mount
I'm only
Olympus.
saying he's on the Mount Olympus
He's on
because
the Mount Olympus.
there's been too much art now. We
Yeah.
can't say, even
We
for
can't say-
comedy.
we can't say
You just
Rushmore.
can't. You have to say Mount Olympus.
Who's in
For
the Mount
sports,
Olympus? Yeah,
you have to say Mount Olympus.
he's in the Mount Olympus.
Because there's art's been gone too long.
Yeah.
We're not in this Bill Russell era no more. Even the
Yeah.
Michael Jordan era. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, there's been too many.
Yeah.
I gotta
yeah.
put Kobe and Shaq. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave Tim Duncan off a list.
Yeah.
Nigga, you, like,
Yeah.
like Tim Duncan's not on the Mount Rushmore of basketball.
Yeah, so it's
Like,
the Mount Olympus.
It's the Mount Olympus.
It's the Mount Olympus.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, because you can't replace. It's like, nigga, there's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and there's Tim Duncan. It's like, well, and there's Shaq and there's Clean Olajuwon and there's Will
Yeah.
Chamberlain and there's Bill. Like,
Yeah.
well, now it's like, what do you want me to do? I can't do. I got Jerry West and I got motherfucking James Worthy and I
Right.
got fucking Scottie Pippen and I got like Dwayne Wade. Somebody's got to go.
Right.
Or Mount Olympus.
Mount Olympus.
I love this.
I like that. Yeah.
I love this.
Yes.
So Jack Black's like, I'm the leader of the Beatles,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they're letting him know, like, we think your hard, which is the funny because it's the same song.
Right.
Your hard day's night is literally our guilty as charged.
Oh my
You know what I
God.
mean?
Yeah.
Or like otherwise,
Yeah.
and he was like, they're talking about LSD. Like, you want to join us, Dewey? It's good for you. You might enjoy it. We are the Beatles. And then they start kind of. Then Paul and George start arguing, and then they just literally start fighting.
Right.
Like
Hilarious.
they start fist fighting, right?
Hilarious.
And Dewey's like, let them work it out. Don't break. No, they need this.
Yeah.
So he asked Darlene to do drugs, and then she's like, no, Dewey, you know what happens when you do drugs. He's like, honey, I'm addicted to weed, cocaine, alcohol, PCP, crack, and heroin. I'm not addicted to LSD, you know? And she's like, Dewey, I heard it can awaken your demons. Honey, I ain't got no demons. Which is a really funny thing to say before you take LSD.
Yeah.
She goes, all right, well, just this one time, let's go drop acid with the Beatles.
Okay.
So these nigga, you hear a Beatles song start playing, right? And he drops it, and he enters an animated world, bro. And you see the Beatles, and they're all in cartoons, and they're like, he's like, what do we do now, guys? And he's like, just think happy thoughts, Dewey. That's all we got to do. No bad trips. He goes, uh-oh. And they go, uh-oh. Why'd you say, uh-oh, Dewey? I had an unhappy thought. And they go, it's a bad trip. And you see everything start getting dark.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Trippy machetes everywhere. You see machetes start coming at him. And he wakes up, and he's like, I have demons.
Right.
8 months later, Darlene's talking to his Jewish manager, and you see she's like, he's been out there for 4 days straight. This nigga's just jumping on a trampoline, high as fuck on LSD.
Right.
Right? And they go out there, and they're like, Dewey, you know, LSD's changed you. He goes, it has. I'm reinventing music. It's now called schmusic. He's like, he looks all crazy. Yo, bro, I'm reinventing music.
It's called schmusic.
Bro, that's kind of like some Kanye West shit.
Right.
So he goes, my next record will be a masterpiece, and it'll be for my brother. And they go, what brother? He goes, it's private. Cut to him making a song, right, about how he's only half the size I used to be. And it's super experimental. Like, it sounds like 10 songs all combined, right?
Okay, yeah.
And he's listening to the song, and he goes, it's not ready. He goes, we need more didgeridoos. And they go, what? He goes, more didgeridoos. I want an army of didgeridoos. 50,000 of them.
Yeah.
And they're like, Dewey.
He's losing his mind, man.
Yeah. And they're like, what is this song about? Why is everything about getting cut in half, and you're just half of a man? Bro, what a premise to this movie.
Yeah, he's wild.
He goes, it's a secret. Y'all don't worry about it. Just lay down the tracks and they go, let's just lay down tracks like we've always done, Dewey. He's like, I don't need you guys stifling me. There's the door. And then one of them goes, Dewey, you saying you don't need us anymore? He goes, not unless you can open your fucking minds and play the didgeridoo. And then one of them goes, fuck you, Dewey! 20 years, and you fucked all these women, and you never threw a woman our way once. And then Tim Meadow goes, and you never paid for drugs, not once. And then one of the other guys goes, and you know you pay that chimp more than us? I had to borrow money from the chimp to get a loan on my house, Dewey. You see the monkey, bro?
Yeah.
The monkey got regular clothes on and
Right.
shit. What? Bro, what?
Yeah.
And he goes, and one of the dude goes, and no more Siamese glass cats for Christmas.
Yeah.
Every year you get us the same Siamese glass cats. I don't like them. None of us like them. What? And he goes, you know, the cat is the symbol of nobility. And Tim Meadow goes, and you never paid for drugs. Not once. And then one of them dude goes, and Dewey, you slept with my wife. You know you did that. That was wrong. And then the other little dude goes, and you slept with me too. And I've been confused for 10 years. Yo, he said 10 years.
Oh my God.
I've been confused.
Oh my God.
And bro, you never paid for drugs. Not once. Yo, I get it though. That's a long time doing drugs together. Like, bro, what?
Well, yeah.
You the leader of the band.
Yeah.
And they all walk out. He goes, he starts destroying stuff, and he pulls out a couple sinks. And Darlene comes up, and she's like, you're driving people away, Dewey. He's like, I don't need anyone, Darlene. I just need music. She goes, no, Dewey, it's about the drugs. He goes, I said I'd quit. And she goes, you need a break, Dewey. And if you don't take it, I can't be married to you no more. You don't mean that. I do. Okay. I'll take a break. I'll quit the drugs. I'm sorry. It's okay, Dewey. I got you. They hug. And then when you see him, when the camera pans back, he's like, and she's like, Dewey, what'd you just put in your mouth? Gum? Then why ain't you chewing? It's PCP. Dewey, you just said. And he just starts running into the city, right?
Right.
And this nigga runs and he's naked and he takes a car and he flips it like the Hulk.
Damn.
Right? And then he's throwing shit through windows and he knocks over cops and he climbs up a building and you hear Darlene go, Dewey Cox, you give me no choice. I'm leaving you. And this nigga's on the building going, I'm Zeus.
Wow. We just said Mount Olympus.
I know.
That's crazy.
No mortal man can stop me.
That's wild. That's actually insane.
That's actually fucking
That's actually really insane.
Bruh. Cut to him in jail. Mm-hmm. They make him go to rehab again. He's getting shock therapy.
Right.
He sees his brother. His brother's grown up.
Oh, my God.
It's Jonah Hill.
Oh, wow.
And he goes, Nate? He goes, yeah, dude, this is what I look like if I wasn't murdered and shit. He goes, oh. He goes, hey, man, you need to get your shit together. You whine like a little bitch. If I was alive, I'd be fucking president, dog. He goes, you don't know why dad liked me better? He goes, why? He goes, because I was, stupid. You see me when I was playing piano in the beginning? I was fucking awesome. He goes, yeah, but I got no sense of smell. Oh, you can't smell? Oh, you can't smell anything? I got no sense of legs, bro. I got no life.
Are there little jokes throughout about him not smelling stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Throughout the whole movie, he can't
okay.
smell anything.
Okay. That's what it seems like.
Oh, I just couldn't do them all. It's a trillion. It's a trillion.
I think I got
And he goes, you know, I'm dead. Someone murdered me with a machete and I got a pointy fingers. Mm-hmm. You know, I can't even masturbate. You ever try to jerk off with a ghost hand? It's impossible. He goes, you need to get out that bathtub and you need to write more songs. Cut to him on the beach running in 1976.
Right.
All right. And he's writing a song and he freaks out and because he can't figure a good song out and he's fucking all his women and he's just staring at a picture of Darlene, right?
Right.
He tells his manager he has song block. And he's like, well, how about we do an old tour? He's like, I'll do Walk Hard, you know? And they're like, Dewey, that song's 20 years old. People want new stuff. They don't want that shit anymore. Because how about a television series? You know, that'll be the way into their hearts. Cut to him, and he's doing like the Dewey Cox show.
Right.
And he's singing like Walk Hard, but it's like disco.
Right.
Like Walk Hard,
Right.
Down Line, right? And it's like he's sold out completely, right?
Right.
And his manager tells him he has to do this interview. They're getting killed in the ratings. Nobody likes his show, yada, yada.
Right.
So he's getting interviewed by Jane Lynch.
Okay, wow.
Dude, everyone in the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's one of those movies.
Right.
Also, you find out in the movie John C. Reilly's in it. You're like, oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And she's like, you know, my heart goes out to you.
Mm-hmm.
She's telling him this is like they're off camera. She goes, sucks when you're in show business, right? You know, especially when you work on a shitty show like yours. My show sucks. I fucking hate it. He goes, well, I kind of like my show. She's like, yeah, I bet you do. And we're back. The Dewey Cox show. Unbelievable. Right? She's so good.
Yeah.
And
she's a good mean person.
oh, she's great when she's mean.
Yeah.
She's so funny, bro.
Yeah.
Her timing is unbelievable. So they're talking about Darlene. She talks about Darlene leaving him. And she's like, oh, well, how about your parents? And he's like, well, my mom died and my pa doesn't speak to me. She goes, ooh, well, how about your kids? He goes, well, actually, right now I'm in a custody battle. She's like, I'm sorry to hear that. He's like, yeah, they're trying to force them upon me, which I don't think is fair.
That's funny.
He goes, but wherever my kids are, I'm sure they're watching the Dewey Cox show, 8 p.m. on Tuesday night.
Oh, wow.
And he goes, and also, I no longer do acid or PCP. Mm-hmm. And then she goes, well, Dewey, do you ever stop and take time to just smell the roses? I have no sense of fucking smell. And he storms off. There's that one of those jokes that you're waiting for.
Okay, yeah. So funny.
So he's home, and he turns, and he sees Nate, Jonah Hill, and Jonah Hill's like, You were supposed to be fucking great. What are you doing? Just write one masterpiece. How hard is that? He's like, who's the one person that made you feel like shit your whole life? And he's like, Paul. Well, go talk to him. Go hug him. Cut to the dad working in the barn.
Right.
This is the best part of the movie.
Right. Okay.
Bro, you already know the dad. As you can tell, the dad's been killing it, right?
Right.
Bro, this is the best part of the movie. Rachel, send me you're the shit for picking this. Cut to the dad working in the barn, and he's singing to himself. Mm-hmm. The wrong kid died. The wrong kid died. He's just like working in the barn, right? Dewey walks in. Right. Paul, I need to say something. I never said I was sorry about what happened with Nate. I spent my life trying to find love with wives and hotel clerks, flight attendants, other women at hotels, and giraffes and trampolines, and men who dress like women, and women who look like you. But I realized, and the dad's like, what the fuck? Yeah. I just wanted you to love me. I just wanted to tell you, I love you. And I always have, Paul. And then Paul goes, I appreciate you, Dewey, finding the courage to say that. But there's only one way to settle this. And Dewey's like, what? He tosses him a machete. Bruh, tell me you didn't see that coming.
No, I had no idea.
Right?
Yeah.
Right, bro, because you don't see his hands.
Yeah.
And then you just see a machete coming. He catches it, and he's like, what? And he's like, the right kid dies tonight.
Oh.
He's like, Paul. And they start flying. Bro, full machete fight.
Right.
Choreographed.
Right.
Machete fight in Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
Yeah, just out of nowhere.
One of the funniest scenes of all time.
Hilarious.
I'm not, bro, just out of, and you're like, wow, what a fucking callback. Whoever wrote that, what a genius way of like, yo, how do we end the dad thing? Yeah. Oh, they have a machete fight.
To the death.
To the death.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
So they're fighting. They have an epic fight. He goes to cut. He knocks the sword out of Dewey's hand. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I've been waiting on this a long time. He goes, oh my God, Paul, really? And he goes to cut him, and he misses.
Yeah.
And when he misses barely, he swings so hard, he slices himself in half.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there, and he goes, oh my God, I have myself. No, Paul. He drops down. Bro, this nigga Paul goes, I guess I never realized, Dewey, how easy it is to cut someone in half. I realize now, of course you didn't want to cut your brother in half. I wish I spent more time playing catch with you, son, than training my body and my mind for this machete fight my whole life. Training my body and my mind.
My whole life.
Oh my God, dude. The paw just destroys it. Oh my God. And he goes, Dewey, I love you. I love. And he passes out. He goes, you love what? Just one more word. Fucking say it.
Right.
Right? And he dies. And then he runs in the house and he smashes everything. And he pulls all the sinks out. He cuts to like, he's chopping up flowers. Right? And he's bending all his silverware, bro. So he's bending all the silverware in his cabinet, right?
Yeah.
And then you see it's like night and he's like, just like he's doing it, but he's like not into it. So he's crying and he destroyed the house. And he's laying there, and then a little kid walks up. Mm-hmm. And the kid goes, Dad? He turns, he's like, yes? What is it? Son? You want to have a catch? And the kid holds up a ball. And the kid is, one of the main characters in Righteous Gemstones? He's Danny McBride's like son?
Yes.
Him. But he's a child, he's like maybe 8 years old.
Yes.
Child actor.
Yes. Yeah. You know what I was thinking for whatever reason? John C. Reilly, and maybe it's because their look reminds me a lot of Danny McBride reminds me a lot of John C. Reilly. It's almost like the
also how funny they are.
Yeah. It's just that generation's version of.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's him. I didn't know that kid was a child actor though.
Yeah, he was in Psych as a boy.
So this motherfucker been working.
Oh, when I saw him, I was like, oh, that's Sean Spencer. I knew him immediately.
Yeah, in this.
Yeah.
he goes, so, he goes, I want to have a catch with you, son, but you're going to have to forgive me. What's your name? I'm Dewey Jr. My friends call me Dewdrop. Well, it's nice to formally meet you, son, Dewdrop. And they're throwing a catch, and he's like, so this is a catch, huh? Wow, you just throw it back and forth, and that's really it, huh? Wow, I missed on this? Huh. It's simple yet powerful. And he keeps throwing it at him. He's dropping. He's like, man, you're terrible at this game. He's like, well, how was I supposed to learn? Nobody ever taught me. He's like, that's a good point. Well, damn, how many brothers and sisters you got? 22. Shit. And he goes, and 14 half brothers and sisters. Oh, fuck, this is going to take a while.
Yeah.
Cut to him montage, just throwing the baseball with a trillion kids. Yeah. Bro, some black, some Asian, like all different kinds of kids, right? And he's playing with them on the bus, and he's teaching them about Macbeth, and he goes, yes, Macbeth on the surface is about revenge, but there's so much more. On the surface, it's about revenge, which is also right. That's what's very funny about that.
It's gotta be right. If it wasn't right, it wouldn't be funny.
Yeah.
I've never read Macbeth, but I know that's true.
On the surface.
Yeah,
it's about revenge. It's a Macbeth.
Well,
you already said Macbeth. It's a tale of revenge. Yeah.
Right. But also, it's like, yeah, of course, that's a funny thing to say. Yeah.
So he's throwing the ball with one, and the ball rolls like he misses it, and it rolls over to someone's feet, and it's Darlene, and she's older. He's older. They're like old now.
Right.
Hey, Dewey. And then she goes, I wanted to come because it's Deweyna's birthday. And he's like, how's your boyfriend, Glenn Campbell? He's like, we split up a long time ago, Dewey. It's just me these days. He goes, well, you want to take a walk with me? Tennessee, 1952. 52 now.
Right.
They're walking and talking, right? I'm sorry, I mean, 92.
Right.
It's 1992 now, so they're really old.
Right.
They're walking and they're talking, and she's telling him, like, what makes happy now and, like, music, and he doesn't need to get high, just his family. And then he goes, but it's missing one piece. My God, you're as beautiful as when I met you, Darlene. And he goes, you still want this old dirty cock? The old dirty cocks.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I want it more than ever. And then he goes, oh, my God, did you wash your hair today? Because it smells terrific. And they stop and they look at each other. And he's like, I smelled it. She goes, do you mean? I can smell it. I can smell again. And he starts smelling everything like flowers and trees. And he grabs a bunch of horse shit. Right. Horse shit.
Yeah. Cut
to the, right? It's like either farther in the future.
Right.
And he's walking with a little Indian kid named Dewey, like Rahim. Right. Dewey Rahim, Jazim or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, right? He goes, no, I was just young and stupid, little Dewey Rahim. But I got no complaints. You know, it's been a beautiful ride, this life. A beautiful ride. A beautiful ride. Cut to a Jewish kid comes up, right?
Right.
And like with all the hair, and he goes, "Hey, Duty, you work for my father. I am his son, Dreidel Lahayim." Dreidel Lahayim.
Hilarious.
He's like, "I want to show you." He goes, "I want to show you something." And they show him this hardcore gangster rap song, like, "I'm gonna fuck your bitch, and when I fuck your bitch, I'm gonna fuck her hard."
Yeah.
Fuck hard. That's right, nigga. I'm gonna fuck her hard. Walk hard, right?
Yeah.
He goes, "It's the new thing, sampling." You know?
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
Bruh.
So funny.
And then the wife's like, Mr. Lahayim, how could you allow this to happen? You know, someone steal our music? He's like, it's not stealing. This is Little Nutsack. He's the most famous rapper in the world.
Right.
He's a sweet kid. He goes, and he's introing you to a whole new audience. He goes, and next month you're getting the Lifetime Achievement Award. He goes, you get to play on TV one more time. And he's like, I can't. I'm 71. I can't rock no more. And they're like, of course you can. You can do it, Dewey. He's like, well, if I do it, I'm going to need my band. And he goes and he picks him up. The one dude who he fucked, who was confused, like hugs him. The one dude whose wife he fucked, like punches him and then hugs him.
Right.
And then when he shows up to Tim Meadow's house, he just holds up a bunch of drugs and Tim Meadow hugs him.
That's funny.
Cut to the concert. All these famous people are like act like the real Jackson Brown and shit.
Funny.
They're singing "Walk Hard"
That's
like in this tribute to Dewey Cox.
That's so funny. Were you there? Were you walking with me and Mike Schmidt when Jackson Brown was behind us?
Nigga, I was there when Jackson Brown performed live at the Comedy Store.
No. But I thought I was with someone. It was me, Mike Schmidt, and somebody. I thought it was you, but he was just telling me all about Jackson Brown. And like he's talking about like, oh yeah, people think like he beat his wife. Like he's saying this shit out loud. Like he's like domestic violence charges or whatever. Mike's just telling us this, right? And then I turn around and it's just Jackson Brown.
How'd you recognize him?
Huh?
How'd you recognize him?
No,
recognizes Jackson Brown.
This is after the show.
Oh, so you knew it was Jackson Brown?
Yeah, I knew it was Jackson Brown.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, nigga, I don't know what Jackson Brown looks like.
No, it was like, oh, that's Jackson Brown.
But when we saw him live at the Comedy Store in the main room,
amazing. Yeah.
We saw him on stage at the same time with Dave Chappelle, that woman who had just sang with Stevie Wonder, and the guy who played harmonica for Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. Tall?
And Tall was on stage too.
Tall was on stage too.
It was one of the best nights ever. Oh my God. And he did all of his hits too. It was amazing. Running on empty, run alone, running wild, run alone. With the sun in the eyes. Cut to Dewey backstage and women are trying to fuck him. He's like, I'm a family man now, you know? Ghostface Killer comes out, the real one, and he's rapping literally a whole bar about walking hard and cutting your brother in half and shit.
That's funny.
And how this nigga like cutting people in half and you can't chop a real nigga in half. He opens the bathroom door and it's Tim Middles. He's like, Dewey, get out of here. You don't want no part of this shit. He's like, what are y'all doing in here? He's like, it's a blue pill that'll get you a boner. And then he goes, and if your boner lasts longer than 4 hours, just call more ladies. And he goes, I'm good, old friend. Cut to the real Eddie Vedder on stage giving him a speech about how amazing Dewey Cox is and how he influenced his whole rock career.
Right.
And then we see the opening scene again, right? And the guy going, Dewey, they're ready for you. Ladies and gentlemen, first time on stage in 25 years, performing his final masterpiece that will sum up his entire life, the one and only Dewey Cox. And he comes out and he's like, forgive me, I'm a little rusty. Hope you enjoy this. Now that I've lived a lifetime worth of days, finally I see the volley of my ways. So listen when I sing of the temptations of this world, fancy cars and needles, whiskey flesh and pearls. And then in the end, it's family and friends. Everyone's watching and crying. Right. And like even the old monkey is like watching and crying. Right. Because it's been a beautiful ride. Bro, all the songs are kind of fire, right?
Yeah.
You see a flashback of the whole movie, right? And just like flashbacks of scenes that we didn't see, like at one point his father trying to kill him, like with assassinate him with a gun, and him using one of the bandmates as like protection, and the bandmate like also remembering that time. And like just crazy shit, right? Like him breaking like 100 sinks at one point.
Right.
It's been a and then we see that dude's dick from the beginning of the movie again.
Right.
Full ride. Just it fades out on his dick for no reason. And then he thanks the crowd. Freeze frame. Dewey died 3 minutes after this performance. And the next shot is him like,
oh, God.
Duford Randall Cox, 1936 to 2007. Walk Hard.
Damn.
The Dewey Cox story.
Damn.
What a fucking movie, huh?
That was fun.
What'd you think, buddy?
That was fun. It was fun. A lot of funny moments, a lot of funny scenes.
Hour and a half, 30
course,
minutes.
Of course.
I mean, you already know.
Yeah, when you said Dewey Cox story, I was like, that's probably 90 minutes.
You know, I just don't get anyone who made a comedy longer than 90 minutes, ever, in the history of comedies.
Yeah. You don't need it. You don't need it. Well, anything over 90 minutes is officially a dramedy.
And a dramedy's fine.
Yeah.
I like a good dramedy. But if we're going to say it's a pure comedy,
it's 90 minutes.
You got to make it. The moment you make it over 90, the first thing people are going to say is, it was funny, it was too long.
Yeah.
Every single fucking time.
Yeah.
Every single time they're going to say, it's funny, but it was too long.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character, buddy?
I mean, besides Dewey? I mean, because it's clearly Dewey's.
Mine's Paul.
Pa's great. I like Tim Meadows. That's also funny.
The callback of that is fucking hilarious.
The callback is insane. It's just constant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, just every celebrity cameo.
Right.
From Paul Rudd.
Jane,
it's insane.
Like Jane Lynch.
Jane Lynch. Yeah. It just never stopped. You know? Fucking Jackson Brown.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. You're a nigger-loving son of a bitch, and I hate you, and only bad things are going to happen to you and your career from this moment on. That's been another episode of Spoil the Beans, guys. This one was dedicated to Rachel Simme and her husband.
Yeah, good job, Rachel Simme and her husband, even though I feel very off-kilter right now.
Yeah. And Rachel Simme and her husband, make sure you go listen to the Dangerous Brown podcast. Make sure you follow Ehsan Ahmad at Ehsan Ahmad on Instagram.
Oh, check
Ehsan Ahmad on Twitter, TikTok.
I did the stand-up breakdown.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
You can go ahead.
Yeah, I did the first episode of the stand-up breakdown, the Steve Harvey clip. That is out. Go watch it. Got a lot of good reviews. So, and I'm sure episode 2 will come out.
And honestly, my favorite part about it was this. I farted.
Okay, I didn't really hear it.
Yeah, it wasn't big enough. I thought.
Yeah,
but
so you
that's
just
what I thought about it.
Really fucking stupid.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you did. Dude. You look so dumb.
Fuck you.
You look so dumb.
Hey!
You didn't fart on me. You didn't fart. You didn't fart.
See you guys next time.